Welcome, Liberty Hill fans. Liberty Hill is in the regional finals against the Alamo Heights Mules here in Bobcat Stadium on the campus of Texas State
tonight for Alamo Heights
here in San Marcos, Texas. My name's Tim Dean, along with my cohort Greg Ceriti. If I'm salt, you're pepper. If I'm peanut butter, you're jelly.
Here we go. Ready for a ball game on Friday night. Texas State. What a beautiful stadium this is, Tim.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They have us crammed into here in this little booth here. It's a beautiful stadium, but I tell you what, we're buckled up here. We're ready to go for this Region 4 championship football game. Tim, the winner of this ball game wins the region.
Yep.
In the Final Four. On for the winner against Crosby and Texas High. We're playing it tonight. I don't want to be anywhere else.
Nope, that's right. We were in this situation last year, won this game, made it to the next round where Liberty Hill lost to Crosby last year. But Greg, Liberty Hill's playing an undefeated Alamo Heights team tonight. You know, Alamo Heights again, they haven't lost a game since 2020. So it's been a long time since they've lost a game. What advantage might they have riding this high of the undefeated season, and what might be the negative?
Confidence has to be high for the Alamo Heights Mules. They're coming off a big win against the Slot T team. Marble Falls last week, coached by former coaches here at Liberty Hill that have taken this offense, this Slot T offense, to Marble Falls, and they made it to the, all the way to last week against this Alamo Heights team. And what a ball game that was, 10-7. The Mules kicked the field goal to win it there at the end. We would have loved to have seen a rematch, a district rematch against Marble Falls, but Alamo Heights has to feel a lot of confidence having beaten a team that runs this offense. Also, like you said, they haven't seen the L column in quite some time.
Greg, not only beaten a team, they've beaten two teams. Canyon Lake runs it, so this is the third week in a row that they have faced a team that's running the Slot T. But Greg, let's talk about the storyline with that. We've talked about before we went on live about they have not seen this Slot T run like this. Yes, they have seen a lot of the plays that they will run tonight, but it's the execution they haven't seen.
No, you're talking about the best team to run this offense. And when I say it's the best team, I'm not saying that lightly. I think we talked about it again before the game. 520 yards plus in the postseason.
Yep.
Liberty Hill's averaging with this offense. And 3 years ago, it was the number one rushing offense in the history of the state of Texas.
I'm not even going to go out on a limb here because it's not on a limb. This Liberty Hill is the most successful team in the state of Texas ever that has run this offense.
Well, you're not going to get any argument from me. Obviously, we're a couple of homers. I'm sure there's some guys out there that are thinking, well, we run the Slot T better, but we both know it's not the case. And when we talk about the Slot T, Tim, let's talk about the big guys up front.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to hear us talk about Noah Long. You're going to hear us talk about Joe Pitchford and Vickers all night. We're going to talk about the skill positions. But when it comes to getting this offense rolling, it's all going to start up front with the center Jackson Harrison, Hudson Stillwell, Philip Gaunt, Julius Osborne, Chance Pogue. They really did the do last week against Rouse and just established the run, and this Liberty Hill team ran it down their throats.
Greg, you're 100% correct. Game one of the season, they were a train wreck.
Wait a minute. It was the same guys.
I know.
And they scored 7 points against Colleen Ellison. They looked horrible. 13, 14 all false starts, 16 penalties in the game. What a horrible start to the season this Liberty Hill team had. But you got to tip your coach to this. You got to tip your cap to this coaching staff for taking that and molding it into the team that played last week. What a difference. What a turnaround.
It is an amazing turnaround that they did because, Greg, you and I got off the air game one and looked at each other going, what just happened?
No, we were absolutely shell-shocked week one, coming off of what was a deep run into the playoffs, a regional championship last year, as Tim mentioned, a heartbreaking loss to Crosby by 1 point, team 62-61. My goodness, they went for 2 at the end, just missed it. And you're coming back, you're thinking they're ranked in the state. I want to say at the time they were 4th. And, wow, disappointing start to the season.
Yeah.
But throw that away. Has nothing to do with where we are at now. That's not even the same team.
Greg, all the kudos, the offense, getting everything clicking, but still the heart and soul of this team is the defense.
And it starts with number 10, Andon Thomas. Concrete Charlie he is. He plays 2 ways. He's also the punter. He had 2 touchdowns last week, over 50 yards rushing. He punts for the Panthers, and he is also the starting all-state middle linebacker who just is going to be an absolute bear in the middle of that defense.
No doubt there will definitely be something to keep an eye on, the storyline, that and Alamo Heights, again, is riding a win streak like no other that has rarely been seen in the San Antonio area. I was reading something that it hasn't happened like this where teams made it this far undefeated in the San Antonio area in a long time. And you know that the eyes of the Alamo City are looking at Alamo Heights tonight to try to continue their drive deep in the playoffs. But Liberty Hill's standing in their way. Not only standing in their way, they built up a big wall and said, you got to go through us. And that's what they're going to be trying to do. And Alamo Heights, they're not going to come out and necessarily like what we saw with Mason Shorb, last week, and really throw the ball every play and do a lot of passing. And they're really a more balanced. They want to be a more balanced team. They're about 60-40 as far as in favor of the run to pass. We might see that change because I'm going to tell you right now, Greg, we have not really seen over the course of an entire game a team be able to run the ball on the Panthers.
No, they really do a great job of solidifying the run defense, forcing teams to put it in the air. Teams that have success against this Panther team have done it through the air. And so you're going to see guys like we're going to be talking about Cade McMahon, Aiden Burrell, Carter Hudson, Carlton Schrank, the defensive backs and safeties for the Panthers when James Sobey is back trying to throw it around his number 1 receiver, Rhett Anderson. You probably hear his name called a lot along with George Flesher. Tim, you said you never called a George as a running back.
No, I've many years I've been called. I've never had a running back.
That's an interesting tidbit.
It's an interesting little fact that never had a guy with the first name of George that I really can remember doing many calls on.
And so now we're calling this game on Vype Live, and back at the mothership, Tim, we have a QA tonight. You want to give our shout out to our QA?
I'm questioning his skills.
Our quality assurance mothership operator.
So,
tonight.
But how much experience does he have QA?
I'm not sure exactly how much experience he has. I think maybe a long time ago, maybe he's done it before.
Yeah.
He runs the show.
He does run the show. Merle Bertrand is our QA, and if you don't know what that is, quality assurance?
I believe that's what it is. I'm going to say that's
could be. We may make up something else here soon, but thank you, Merle, for helping us out tonight. I tell you what, I can't remember if I've ever had you as a QA before. Maybe I have, but you have the night off calling a football game, but Merle's calling a big game tomorrow night.
Yep.
Merle's calling the game with Vandegrift versus what's that other team name?
I'm not
quite sure. They're playing Westlake tomorrow in DKR Stadium there on the campus of University of Texas.
The number 2 team in the nation, Westlake, is that right? Number 3, something like that?
Yeah, and I tell you what, Vandegrift is huge underdogs in this contest, and it'll be interesting to see. I hope Vandegrift can play them a competitive game. And I told Merle today, I said, You know, if you're the home, you might want to be the visiting team tomorrow because the home team in DKR has not won many games this year.
Here we go. We're talking about high school football, folks. Tim is an Aggie, so he loves to get his digs in.
Yeah, and I did. I'm dropping the ball. So dropping the wiffle ball.
We got a message. We got a message from Merle to both of us. Just so you know, there you go. Merle said we're sounding loud and clear. We're coming in loud and clear.
Loud.
Thanks, Merle.
And Merle,
we appreciate it.
We understand you loud and clear. All right, Liberty Hill's getting their legs loose, ready to come onto the field. Greg, it's that time.
I see it.
It's the Greg Cerriti inflatable critique. We need to come up with a name for it.
We need a sponsor. We need all kinds of things for this. Again, Alamo Heights going with the double run through. They have the cheerleader run through. It looks like it's might even be professionally made. The girls didn't make that in the gym, Tim. That's a professional run through in front of the super vanilla Alamo Heights.
It is
middle of the road, 5 on the scale.
Yes.
Don't even like it. The Panthers, the cheerleaders were in the gym all week working on theirs.
Well, you don't even judge theirs. We judge the other team's inflatable run through. And lots of judging. And it's Alamo Heights you're right, is very vanilla. Just a little tunnel with Alamo Heights on it. They do have that little sign right at the end of the tunnel, and then they have this. Look at this. Another banner. Oh, and they come in with the smoke, Greg. Are you still going with the 5?
I might even go with the 4 now.
The smoke
too much. Sometimes too much, Tim.
That
a lot
is.
Of flags and run through, and we is the key. That's their slogan. That's not a bad slogan for the Alamo Heights Mules as they come out in the field in their gold helmets and dark jerseys.
Yep. So, Greg, they do have like gold helmets, blue jerseys with white pants with a blue and white stripe down the side of the pants, white numerals on their jerseys. Liberty Hill now bursts through their sign, runs onto the field. Someone has the JW for Jeff Walker flag and the Liberty Hill flag, the American flag, the Texas flag. All coming onto the field. Liberty Hill is in their away white uniforms with the purple helmets, white jerseys, white pants with the gold LH on the side of the helmets and the purple and numerals outlined in gold on the jerseys. And we're just moments away from the kickoff here at Bobcat Stadium. I'm actually surprised it's still called Bobcat Stadium, that some sponsor hasn't picked it up, as naming rights, or someone has endowed a lot of money to the cause and changed the name. But it's still Bobcat Stadium. We can see the freeway from here on. The traffic now looks like it's flowing. It wasn't earlier, Greg, was it?
No.
Definitely not flowing earlier.
Blocked in.
Yep. I had someone ask me earlier, where does the winner go from here, and it will definitely be different depending on the opponent. We're going to take a pause here as we do the national anthem.
To this great nation, our men and women in uniform throughout the world, and all our veterans with the playing of our national anthem.
National anthem is over, and we will probably have. I think we missed the toss, Greg. We were talking about Merle, and I missed the toss. Not really sure.
We were talking about Merle and the Vandergrift Vipers, 12-1 against the Westlake Chaparrals, 13-0 tomorrow. You can listen to that on Vype Live.
Yes.
Merle Bertrand calling the game. Love to see Vandergrift.
Merle has been
the chaps.
I think Merle has been calling that school almost since they opened, if I'm not mistaken. Merle, have you missed any Vandergrift football games? I'd be curious. And Merle, if things don't go your way tomorrow in the Vandergrift game and Liberty Hill wins, Greg and I would like to invite you to come with us to Disneyland.
I like that. I already like that. Vype sending us to Disneyland.
Yes, we would like for you to come accompany us next week wherever we may play. We would love to have you come if you want to come hang out with us. You know, do whatever. Just talk and help us out.
TBD.
TBD.
I'm excited about it.
I would love it. I don't know. It's been a long time.
I see Ethan Minix out on the field, so looks like the Panthers, I would say, won the toss, which they usually do, and then they defer to the second half. And the past couple weeks, it's worked out really well. Rouse worked out perfect. Just at the end of the first half, had the ball, got the ball back, and really, if you time it just right, having that ball in the second half and squeezing it at the end of the second quarter works out in your favor. Liberty Hill tends to do it pretty well.
Last week was perfect, Greg. Absolutely perfect. Greg, there's not as many Panther fans in the stadium tonight, but I do see a lot of cars still coming in.
I don't know. It's a double decker, Tim. So
it is a double decker.
Maybe it might spread out. And you're right. They're still filtering in here. As Minix
kicks it up in the air, pooches it out to the left-hand side. It is fair caught at the 25-yard line. That is where Alamo Heights will start their drive, led by quarterback James Sobey. Not one of the he's not like Mason Shore, but we saw he's a great-looking athlete. He's 6'4", good-looking quarterback, and they're coming out on the field. Their running back is George Flesher, or their main receiver is Rhett Anderson. Here they come out with one receiver out to the right, which is Anderson, two receivers out to the left. First down, ball's on the right-hand hash. Sobey at quarterback, offset by Flesher to his right. Snaps back. He's going to run it himself off to the right-hand side. He has 5-6. Now he has a first down. Panthers finally drag him down after a gain of 15 yards.
Great first play for the Mules. Off the right side goes Sobey. He is going to run the ball tonight, and we just got a taste of it right there. Drake Torno, Hollis, Brady, and Lloyd Johnson starting up front for the Panthers.
Two receivers to the left, one running back in the backfield to the left is Sobey. Sobey takes the snap, looks out to the left, throws it out into the flat. It is complete. Receiver now gets tackled after about a 6-yard gain, gets to the 46-yard line.
Good tackle by Carter Hudson there. The linebackers for the Panthers, Andon Thomas, Aaron Brewer, along with Devin Riley, is going to be out there as well. Carter Hudson, Carlton Schrank.
One receiver to the left, two receivers to the right. One running back. Sobey, shotgun, takes the snap, looks out to the right, throws it out to the right, complete. Another first down. Drug out of bounds after a gain of about 10 yards. Gets across the Liberty Hill 45-yard line. Looks like it's down to the 43. It'll be first down for the Mules. Ball's on the right-hand hash, just getting underway here in the first quarter. 10:45 left to go in the first quarter. No score. First drive of the game. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Blitz showing, coming. Sobey's straight drop back. He's under pressure. He's going to be sacked. Sacked in the backfield, a drop of about 4 or 5 yards.
Well, if you get a lot of time, you try to take a lot of time there, the Panthers are going to get to you. Aaron Brewer in with the sack there. Is great coverage sack is what we'll say. The secondary, Caden McMahon, Carlton Schrank, covering him up deep.
Ball's on the right-hand hash. Now 2 receivers off to the right with their leading receiver, Anderson, to the right. 1 receiver off to the left. Man in motion now, making it 2 receivers to the left inside. Sobey takes a snap, throws it out quickly to the right to Anderson. It is complete. Still on his feet. Gets out of 1 tackle and finally tackled after a gain of about 10 yards. Going to make it a more manageable 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Good pitch and catch there from Sobey to Anderson. They've been doing it all year. Anderson with a little yak yardage there to, like Tim said, make it a manageable 3rd down here.
Ball's at the 37, so it's 3rd and 4. 2 receivers to the left, none to the right. The tight end is offset is on the right-hand side. Sobey takes a snap, looks left, throws it out in the flat. It is tipped, incomplete pass.
Aaron Brewer, big paw, steps up into the passing lane and just reaches out his long right arm and catches it and puts Sobey and the Mules into 4th and long.
And Greg, the offense is staying on the field. They're going, you know what? We're in the playoffs. Let's go. So it's 4th and 4. And the punting here is not going to do them a lot of good, what they think. They think they can get this 4 yards. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Sobey takes a snap. Looking to his right, throws it out right. It is complete to Anderson. He has the 1st down, a pickup of about 6-7 yards.
Just a little 7-yard hitch. Great route there by number 3, Rhett Anderson, receiver for the Mules. 7 yards, turned around. Sobey put it on the money. He threw that ball before he turned around, Tim. That was a great play design.
1st and 10 from the Liberty Hill 30-yard line. First drive of the game. 2 receivers off to the left. The tight end is on the right-hand side. Sobey takes the snap. He's looking left. He's looking, dancing around, under a little pressure, throws it towards the end zone, and it is complete for a touchdown to Anderson.
Right down the middle, over the top goes Sobey to Anderson. And Tim, exactly like the game started last week when Mason Shorb chucked it deep. Alamo Heights on the board first. They strike quick and put 6 up.
A very good drive for the Mules to start the game. Point after, the kick is up. And it is no good, Greg. Isn't that what happened last week, too?
I believe so. Little
Ethan Ball, the kicker for Alamo Heights, missed the extra point, so it's 6-0 with 8:44 left to go in this first quarter of play.
Just like that, the Mules not able to run the ball at all, save for the first play from scrimmage. But Sobey found Anderson to put the Mules up 6. Liberty Hill has yet to see the ball.
Hey, everybody, don't miss the UIL Football State Championship starting Wednesday, December 15th at the AT&T Center in Arlington, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. Both these teams are a step closer to making it to the state championship. One of these teams will win tonight and play next week for a chance to make it there. Hey, everybody, also want to give you a chance to give me a shout-out. Shoot Tim here an email at lhfootball21@yahoo.com. That's lhfootball21@yahoo.com. Let me know who you are, where you're listening from, and if you got a shout-out you'd like to give anybody in this contest, whether it's a coach, a player, someone in the band, a cheerleader, doesn't really matter, and including Greg and myself, including Merle Bertrand. You want to give Merle a shout-out, you could do that as well. Shoot us an email. It's been successful every single week. We like hearing from you guys where you're listening from. Here is the kickoff. It is kicked off to the right-hand side. It's going to be caught at the 11-yard line. Run right back up the middle. across the 20 to the 22-yard line. I believe that is Gavin Salinas on the return. First shout out of the night is from Aunt Ginger, listening in. Thank you, Ginger, for listening to the game. She's watching the game but not listening to them. She wants to listen to us.
That is how we like
That's how you do it. They're re-kicking. I'm not sure what happened.
5 yards offsides penalty against
Offsides against
the Mules will re-kick.
Alamo Heights, and Liberty Hill's going to make them re-kick it.
Looks like junior Greg Watkins getting the start tonight on the offensive line, along with the Harrison, Pogue, and Osborne.
Greg, you like this re-kicking here?
I do, absolutely. With the skill positions and the weapons that Liberty Hill has, you definitely want to take advantage of that. Nobody really kicks it deep to number 21. That's really what we've seen all season long. Noah Long is one of the, fastest guys on the field at all times. He is the gas that makes this engine run when it's running at full speed. And then you also have, Carter Hudson out there as well with Carlton Schrank. Three guys or Gavin Salinas rather, with Carter Hudson. So any one of those guys can get a hold of it and take it the distance.
Here's the re-kick from the 35-yard line. The kick is away, and it's kicked again towards Salinas. He's going to get it again, or at the 16, run it right up the middle. Across the 30. Oh, he's hit at the 30. That's where he's dropped hard. But they did improve their position, I think, a little bit, Greg.
About 5 yards.
Yeah.
But they take the opportunity to press it down the field. And now the Mules get to see live and in person what this slot T offense can do.
Their third slot T offense to face this year in the playoffs in a row. Here's a snap. It is a handoff left-hand side. That is to Noah Long, and he picks up good first down yardage. A pickup of 8 on first down.
Off the left side, which was so devastating last week against Rouse. Joe Pitchford with a huge game, along with Noah Long.
2nd and 2 from the 38-yard line. Hands off to Pitchford left-hand side, and he may lunge and get close to the first down. I think he may have it. He's going to actually be just a tad short. It'll be a 3rd and inches. Nope, they're going to give him the first down. Greg, they like to do that, right? They like to round up a lot.
I don't know if that's one of those deals that has been they talked about it, or they're just giving them an extra yard here and there, but that looked to be about a yard short.
We've seen that many times. First down from the 40-yard line. It's going to be a quarterback design run, right-hand side. He's going to pick up 4 yards on the play. That is Reese Vickers on the carry.
Vickers brought it out wide. He still picked up 4 or 5 yards there on the play. Good to let the linebackers and the safeties on the Mules know that Vickers can keep it, and if he wants to, he can go down the field and make something happen.
The Mules have a player, another linebacker, that Kel Hicks, one of their linebackers, already came off the field a few moments ago and has not returned, and this is another linebacker that has come off the field that the training staff is attending to. Here they go, 2nd and 6. Pitch out left to Pitchford. He gets a block. He gets 2 blocks. He gets the first down and more down the sideline. A pickup of about 11, maybe 10 yards. Run out of bounds at the 46-yard line of Alamo Heights.
What do we call that? Student body left, Tim. Great blockers out in front of Pitchford. He picks up the first down, and the Panthers are rolling.
First down, now in Alamo Heights territory at the 46-yard line. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter of play. There are flags thrown. It's going to go against Liberty Hill. Illegal procedure.
Penalty flag on the play.
Going to back it up 5. It's going to make it 1st and 15. Folks, don't hesitate to give a shout out tonight. LHFootball21 at yahoo.com. LHFootball21 at yahoo.com.
All-star penalty.
Let me know who you are and where you're listening from, and if you have a participant in tonight's contest you'd like to give a shout out to. Here we go, 1st and 15, left-hand hash. Vickers under center. Hands off left-hand side to Noah Long. He breaks open, has the first down, and a little tad more. Pickup of about 17 yards.
Great run off the left side by number 21, sophomore Noah Long.
That gain is good.
Excellent blocking by the Panthers up front.
From the Mules, 34.
Led into the hole by Chance Pogue. Noah Long just tucked in behind, picked up the first down. That penalty immediately negated by that run.
Here come the Panthers up to the line of scrimmage. Vickers under center, takes the snap, pitches it to Pitchford left-hand side. He has 5, maybe 6 yards. We'll call it a pickup of 6 yards. Good first down play.
My old football coach would be proud of Joe Pitchford right there. Put the hand down, picked up another 5 yards, maybe 3-4 yards rather, just by having that hand down and his momentum. He got tackled maybe 2 yards behind the line, or in front of the line of scrimmage, but he grabs 4 or 5 more because he tripods himself out there.
Here comes the 2nd and 4 play. Hand off to Pitchford up the middle, and he has the first down. He picks up just the 4 that he needs. Greg got another shout out here. It says, shout out to my wonderful husband who makes me laugh all the time. That is not your wife.
Is it my wife?
Nope,
my
it is
wife
my wife.
I like to thank my wife for giving me a shout out tonight.
That did not happen. And first down,
Uh-oh.
pitch out to the right side, flags on the play. And one more shout out to my very, very good friend from Sun City, Texas, Chuck Flanagan.
Old Chuck.
Old Chuck, not old Chuck.
Oh, sorry.
He's Chuck Flanagan. He lives just because he lives in Sun City does not mean he's old.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Old Chuck Flanagan.
Chuck Flanagan, who we were talking today, he was very familiar with Alamo Heights. He grew up in San Antonio, and he was in the Army, career Army guy. Very good.
A Liberty Hill fan.
He's a Tim Dean fan.
Oh, how many of them are out there?
1st and 15. Oh, another flag thrown really quickly.
The Panthers getting snake bit here a little bit.
They get into a really good groove, and they're going to back it up another 5. It's going to make 1st and 20.
The Mules have to start thinking about the ball going up in the air now with this much yardage.
Greg, I think that's not the case here on 1st down.
You're probably right, but I just like that they're thinking about
I know
it with
they're
the
not.
7
They are
passes
not.
that the
They're not
Panthers threw
thinking
last
about it
week.
right now. Hand off the pitcher up the middle. He gets a lot of it back. He gets 12.
Probably because they were thinking about the pass.
No.
Off the left side goes Pitchford. Great blocking at the point of attack. Hudson Stillwell, Jackson Harrison,
Gain of 12 on the play.
Chance Pogue.
2nd and 8 now, Greg. A good play by the Panthers to get this manageable. Vickers is going to run it right inside. He's wide open and no one's going to touch him. He's in for the touchdown. 22-yard touchdown by Vickers.
Somewhere Jacob Kearley's smiling because that's exactly what just happened right there. When this Liberty Hill Panther offense is running, the quarterback becomes maybe the 3rd or 4th option on that keeper. Tim, the Mules totally fooled, had no idea Vickers had the ball until it was too late.
You know who knew he had the ball? This guy.
Ethan Minnick's on to give him the lead.
Snaps back. The kick is up. And it's good, and Liberty Hill leads 7-6 with 4 minutes and 58 seconds left to go in the first quarter of play. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You are listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Sports.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 826,000 high school student athletes in Texas have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about Texas high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back here after Liberty Hill takes the lead with a, well, Greg, you know, when they got backed up 1st and 20, how many times have we seen that happen this year where I almost feel like Liberty Hill's got them where they want them. They get in this weird situation where they just don't panic in those situations.
This Panther team does not panic. It doesn't matter what the score is, doesn't matter what the down and distance is. They just run their offense. But that's really the kind of a hallmark of this team. Coach Walker, Coach Vance, Coach Jeff Walker, Coach Kent Walker now, they really instill that in these boys that at any point in time, this offense can break one.
It is caught and returned to the right-hand side to the 32-yard line of Alamo Heights. That's where they'll start this drive. And let's see if Liberty Hill's defense has made any adjustments. Greg, they made some great adjustments last week at halftime.
They really did. They dropped McMahon back, got the safety over the top, really forced Rouse to kind of attack the sidelines instead of go up top. See if they can do the same thing here.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Sobey takes a snap, looks across the middle, throws it out to the left. It is complete to the 40, a pickup of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Sobey got walloped after that play, though, paid the price for standing in the pocket. He doesn't have too much time to throw it, but the time that he does have, he's been getting receivers open.
I think he felt it, too. I saw him get up.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think it hurt him a little bit. 1 receiver to the right, which is their leading receiver, Anderson, and the kid that caught the touchdown pass, 1 to the left. So typically a running down. They're going to hand it off to the left-hand side, and he is going to be close to the first down. He's short, but the way the referees do it, they may give him the first down, Greg. Oh, they're not going to do it this time. 3rd and 1.
Andon Thomas from his linebacker position makes the tackle.
In checks a bigger player, maybe like a fullback, Greg. They may try to run this again. And they do. They actually have a fullback. And maybe that's just a fake as well. They're 3rd and 1. Snaps back. They are going to hand off, same spot. And this time he just gets enough for the first down, Greg. Just enough.
Barely leaning forward, George Flesher with his first really significant run of the game. The guys up front, Hollis Brady, Lloyd Johnson, Drake Torno, the guys on this defensive line really not letting Alamo Heights run the ball, but they have been able to get it up in the air.
42-yard line is now Alamo Heights, 1st and 10. Left-hand hash, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Snaps back to Sobey. He hands it off up the middle. No, he fakes it. He's going to run himself. He's out to the right-hand side. He gets tackled after a gain of close to 8 yards. They're going to give him 7. I think about 7. Great fake up the middle. It's going to bring 2nd and 3.
Score update from the Lago Vista game. Lago Vista 7, Industrial 0 in the first quarter. Thanks, Merle, sending us some scores from the mothership.
You know where Industrial is? You
It's
do
in
not.
Texas.
Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt Industrial. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Snaps back, straight drop back, looking downfield, throws it downfield, overthrows his receiver Anderson just by a yard or so. Incomplete.
Carter Hudson, step for step. Sobey didn't want to stand in the pocket there too long, Tim. You're right. That hit might have been a little bit crispier than we had thought because he got rid of it there, and I think he might have had a little bit more time for that play to develop. You talk about when you're playing defense when we were younger, Coach would always say, make sure you hit that quarterback. If he goes down hard, check the box on that one for Liberty Hill in this drive.
Right. 3rd and 3, big 3rd down for the Mules. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Look for one of those passes out in the flat that they've been very successful with. Snaps back, throws it. It is complete. Has the first down and a little bit more. A pickup of about 11. Going to make it to the 40-yard line. 12-yard pickup. They're in Liberty Hill territory now on the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter of play. Liberty Hill leads 7-6. Ball's on the left-hand hash. Leading receiver Anderson is out wide to the right with another receiver, and 1 receiver's out to the left. So 2 receivers right, 1 left. Now the man in motion's making it 3 receivers to the right. He catches the snap practically and runs it himself, and only a pickup of 2. That was Michael Terry, that the quarterback just caught it and sort of just had it right there and gave it to the receiver that was in motion.
It's a pass. I think technically it goes down in the books as a pass. Reed Bynum not fooled. Aaron Brewer not fooled. They're all over that play as it slow developing off the right side. Looked like Brewer got chop blocked. But Riley and Colin Brandt in with the tackle.
Pickup of 3. Now that's the first time they have 4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. They still got a running back in the backfield. Sobey takes the snap, throws it out quickly to the right inside, overthrows his receiver. Incomplete pass. Pass was intended for Diego Reynolds.
And again, Tim, just a little off now to Sobey look. After that lick, he's just maybe getting it a little quick. A little bit of happy feet going on there in the backfield. That this Liberty Hill defense is trying to put that in his mind.
If I smacked you that hard, every time I move, you'd be a little gun shy.
Absolutely. We're watching it right now. Again, Sobey looked like he had a lot of time there. Could have let that play develop a little bit. But this Liberty Hill defense breathing down his neck, he tried to get rid of it.
2 receivers to the left, 2 running backs in the backfield with quarterback Sobey this time, and no receivers to the right. Sobey takes the snap, hands it off. No, he's going to keep it himself. He gets down the sideline, 1 man to beat, but he just picks up the first down before he's run out of bounds by Aiden Burrell.
Great play call there by the Mules. I thought the ball was handed off, but Liberty Hill flew to the run. Sobey kept it, did the damage with his feet, pick up the first down, move the sticks.
Great play call by the Mules. 1st and 10. The ball is now on the 28-yard line of Liberty Hill. 2 receivers left, none to the right. Sobey takes a snap. He's going to run it again and fake that play. This time the Panthers weren't falling for it. He picks up maybe a yard right up the middle.
Tried the keeper there. They didn't fall for it and get Sobey on there. If you're just joining us, Liberty Hill up 7-6 over Alamo Heights here in the first quarter. 44 seconds left.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd and 9. 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Liberty Hill leads 7-6. Man in motion going to the left. Snaps back, throws it out quickly to the right. It is complete to Anderson. And I think he's going to be short of the first down at the 20-yard line. He'll be 2 yards short. It'll be 3rd down.
He tried to reach forward. The ref's not going to give him a favorable spot. Great reach there by Anderson after he catches it. The ref really jobbed him because that ball went out of bounds almost over the top of the first down marker. Well, at least a yard short.
Yeah, but they're down there. We don't know where his foot was. You know, he could have He could have stepped on the out-of-bounds line, Greg. You know, you've played football enough to know that. Don't be making stuff up.
I have a replay here you get to use, and I can clearly see that was a favorable spot for the Panthers.
Handoff right up the middle to get the first down. I think he has just enough to do it. Hand off to Flesher. And he does get the first down. And now they're at the Liberty Hill 18-yard line. First and 10.
Now the field, as the field shortens for Alamo Heights, it's really going to be another defender for the Panthers as this quarter comes to an end.
Quarter comes in, they're going to switch sides, and we're going to take a quick break. Liberty Hill leads 7-0, but Alamo Heights is driving. We'll be right back. You're listening to Liberty Hill football on Vype Sports.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back here to start the second quarter of play. Liberty Hill leads 7-6. Ball's on the 18-yard line. It is first and 10 for the Mules. Two receivers right, one to the left as we get ready to start the second quarter. Man in motion on the left-hand side. Snaps back, looking right. Pump fakes it, throws it towards the end zone. And it's caught, but he's out of bounds. No! I cannot believe he gave him that call, Greg.
You only need 1 foot, and if you look up here on the board, Timmy, you can see his foot's in all day long. That's a great pitch and catch from Sobey to Anderson. You know he's their number one target, and right there, just over the top of Hudson, what we call a little out and up, Tim. You can watch it here. Catch by 3, foot down before the other one goes in.
Fair enough, fair enough. You have the advantage of the replay.
I sure do. There's a replay here in the stadium, folks, so we got a TV. It's big time here in the regional final. We got a TV in the booth and everything. We're just a couple old football announcers from Liberty Hill.
They're going for 2, 3 receivers to the right. They're going to roll out to the right, trying to get the extra point back. He looks, it throws it across the middle, and it's dropped. So unsuccessful PAT attempt. They were trying to get that point back, but they did take the lead. They're up 12-7 over Liberty Hill.
My goodness. Great rollout by Sobey to find his receiver, and he just dropped it, Timmy. There's nothing else you can say about it. He just dropped it.
So another shout out to a longtime friend and coach of my son, Coach Kirshner from he's at Leon High School. Do you know where that's at, Greg?
It's in Texas.
It is in Texas. It's in little town in the middle of actually the state. I've driven through it many times on my way to East Texas. My wife and I go there and we drive through Leon. Really nice school on the left-hand side as you're going towards East Texas. He's got a basketball tournament going on. He's the basketball coach there. And my son played for him when he was a coach here at Liberty Hill. So he coached it not only basketball, but he also was one of the football coaches for a long time. So he's familiar with the slot T, and he's given a shout out. So Coach K, thanks a lot for tuning in and listening to the game, and hope your team's winning in that tournament. A lot of work to put on a basketball tournament.
Huge points there that Alamo Heights leaving on the field. 2 touchdowns, they have 12, but they're only up 5 now. Liberty Hill, the way that they ran the ball in that first drive, got to be concerning when they're missing extra points.
Here is The kickoff is kicked away. They're kicking it to Salinas again. He catches it at the 17-yard line, dancing around, gets across the 25, and brought down at the 29-yard line. That's where Liberty Hill will start this drive.
Manny Harris from Alamo Heights unloads on Salinas, who hangs onto the ball. Good job hanging onto the ball.
Well,
there by
they're
number
kicking
20.
it to Salinas.
Absolutely
on
they
purpose.
are.
They're away from Rocket Hudson and away from Noah Long.
You're not going to kick it to Noah Long, that's for sure.
Greg, this is Texas State's Division I school. We've called it a Division I school before, have we not?
We have. We called it a few, actually.
Baylor. Handoff right-hand side. That is
Grady Flynn.
Grady Flynn, his first carry of the night. We saw him have a couple of good games in the playoffs, a pickup of 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Just starting the second quarter. Alamo Heights leads 12-7. Handoff right-hand side to Noah Long, looking for a hole, gets it, picks up 3 yards, makes it to the 35-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and 4.
Good job by the Mules to flow to the ball there. Noah Long kind of picking and choosing which way to go. Didn't get a full head of steam there.
Up to the line of scrimmage, right-hand hash. Vickers pitches out the left-hand side. A lot of blockers in front of him. He's down the 40, the 50. Finally tackled into Alamo Heights territory across the 40 right at the 40-yard line.
Best run of the night by Grady Flynn. Logan Dyer out in front providing a block there. Love when we get the student body play. Everybody out in front, Liberty Hill Panthers putting their hats on men. Grady Flynn picks up big yardage.
Ball's on the left-hand hash now. Plays coming in from the sideline by Will Suchek.
I think
Handoff right up the middle to Logan Dyer, a pickup of 2 yards. Greg.
Unless somebody else is wearing his number, that's number 11, Will Suchek, on the field. And we haven't seen him since he was injured. Suchek came in and he ran a pattern, Tim. Have a feeling we're going to see Suchek tonight.
He's running in plays with the other guys, Greg. What a great story to get him back in this game after being injured most of the year. The original starting quarterback for the Panthers. Vickers now hands off right inside to Noah Long, and he's going to get bunched up for no gain. Didn't have a hole there. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Actually, they're going to give him a loss on the play of a yard. It'll bring up 3rd and 9.
I absolutely love your call of surprise there when Suchek brought it in. We were both surprised to see number 11 back out there. Great stuff.
3rd and 9. Pitch out left-hand side. But Noah Long, there's a flag on a play. He gets to the 30. Enough of the first down, but I believe it's coming back against Liberty Hill.
It's going to be 10. It's going to be a big penalty to bring him back. A block away from the play as well.
It's holding.
That play was that flag and that block was far, far away from the point of attack. Unfortunate penalty there for the Panthers.
After the mark-off, it's going to make it 3rd and 19. Greg, here is where we may see a play. Gavin Salinas actually brings the play in, Greg, if that gives you any indication of what's about to happen. It's going to be a pass play. It is complete to Noah Long, but not much yards. A pickup of about 4 yards on the play. It's a good pass, actually, from Vickers, but they read it very well, and it's going to force the punting unit to come onto the field. The first punt of the game with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go until halftime. Alamo Heights leads 12-7.
Joe Pitchford running the further route down the field. Vickers decides to hit him on the check down. And Thomas in to do the punting for the Panthers.
Snaps back. Thomas punts it away. Gets a bounce. Is going to bounce into the end zone for a 44-yard punt. But unfortunately, it's going to come out. And now Liberty Hill's defense needs to make a stand to get it back in the hands of their offense after that penalty stalled them out.
Alamo Heights really hasn't been able to stop the Panthers. They kind of stopped themselves there with those penalties. That big one, that big hold there. You know that Alamo Heights wants to keep grinding here.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left for Alamo Heights from their 20-yard line. Sobey takes the snap. He's looking for a receiver, throws it out to the right-hand side. It is complete right at the 30-yard line. And he'll dive to the 31. And the receiver, Anderson, looks to be shaken up a little bit, but he pops back up and gets to the huddle.
They are running that 7-8 yard hitch pattern, and what will happen is they'll run the hitch and go, or they'll run the out and up, try to get Liberty Hill to bite up. Right now the safeties are playing off, corners are playing off, giving that underneath throw.
Another first down for the Mules. Ball's on the 31-yard line. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. Man in motion goes to the left-hand side. Looking to the right to Anderson. Little wide receiver mini screen here. He's still dancing around. Gets tackled close to another first down. I think he's going to pick up 8 yards on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 2.
Number 17, Lloyd Johnson with the tackle. 8 on the play. It's 2nd and 2.
Here they go, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 2. Snaps back. Straight drop back, under pressure, looking downfield. Still under pressure, he's going to be sacked. A big defensive play by the Panthers.
Devin Riley. Sobey tried to slide to the right there. Riley came in, knocked him down, put the Mules in 3rd and long.
Loss on the play brings up 3rd down and 13.
3rd down and 13. This is the toughest situation that their offenses have been in this evening in this game so far. 6 minutes left to go until halftime. Alamo Heights leads 12-7. This is a chance that Liberty Hill could get the ball back if they can hold them here. Surely it's going to be a passing down, and they're going to call a timeout. Greg, so we talked about the Suchek situation. You know, I'm calling the game. I can't always check the shout-out line, right? So it's really hard. So I'm getting scolded by Will Suchek's grandparents because they had sent me an email earlier that he's back in, right? And I didn't see it until I saw him on the field. She said, "Oh, he's playing tonight." So Carol, sorry for missing your first email. I would have used your info right off the bat.
The shout-out line that's Liberty Hill Panther Nation. That's Panther Nation helping us out and giving us the scoop.
Yep.
And, great to see Will Suchek in there for that young man,
awesome.
for his season to what we thought maybe was coming to an end, but he gets in there, and he's a ball player, I tell you what. And with the way this team's been running, Vickers staying under center, but Suchek,
getting some
an athlete ready to get out there and do some damage as well.
She also wants to let us know that today he was just accepted to Texas A&M School of Engineering.
Wow. Congratulations. What a day for Will Suchek. Back on the field for the Panthers, and he's got his college locked up.
Wouldn't it be great if we run a play and he catches a touchdown?
Oh, my, come on now.
I know, it'd just be awesome. Rooting for the kid, rooting for him.
Looking for the out and up here. Pump and go here from Sobey.
Carter Hudson playing him tight, Greg. Snaps back. Hudson's playing him tight. He's under heavy pressure. He's still dancing around looking for a receiver. Panthers trying to get him, and they do! They sack him. Bring up 4th down, forcing the Mules to punt.
Reed Bynum from the linebacker position gets the coverage sack as he comes up. Give credit to Aiden Burrell, Rocket Hudson, Caden McMahon, Carlton Schrank. The linebackers dropped in and flowed. Riley did not stay back. As soon as he saw Sobey coming up, he stayed with them, and the Panthers forced the punt.
Rocket Hudson back to receive the punt, and it's going to be, they need to get away from that. It's on the ground as a line drive, bouncing around, gets to the 29-yard line of Liberty Hill.
So both teams now, coaches making some adjustments, making some in-game adjustments, and starting to see the defenses starting to play a little bit better. Maybe scripted plays are getting put by the wayside. Now it's all about in-game and adjustments to the adjustments. Great job for the Panthers to get the ball back here and give it to their offense.
Up to the line of scrimmage to go for first down. Handoff right-hand side to Logan Dyer. He breaks out. He's in the open.
He's gone.
50, 40, 30,
Come on, Logan.
20. Come on. Touchdown.
Tim right up the middle goes Logan Dyer. He's running for all he's worth. The Dyer clan going crazy all over the nation. Logan Dyer with one of his biggest runs of the season. That's all yak yardage too, Tim, right up the middle, and the Panthers are in front. Wow, what a run. Tim, what a run by Logan Dyer. My goodness.
It was a track meet.
He was running for all he was worth. His hands were pumping.
Ethan Minix with a PAT attempt, and it is good.
It's good.
And Liberty Hill now leads 14-12.
Kick is good, and with 4:46
Greg, don't forget to update your scoreboard so nobody sends me a message.
They always will send you a message. I have to produce, do the score. I mean, I'm cleaning the booth after Tim. I'm doing all kinds of stuff here. I'm going to do the score right now. A Logan Dyer touchdown on the board. Tim.
What? That was awesome.
That play, we talk about plays in this Liberty Hill offense. You'll take 6, you'll take 4, you'll take 3. What Coach Vance used to say, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That gets us a first down every single time. And that's kind of what Logan Dyer is.
Yep.
He's that jab right in the heart of the defense. He's gonna pummel that linebacker. He's gonna go through. He's gonna pick up tough yards. And right there, they hit him.
Hey, Greg,
but he just kept going.
When you talk about the jab, it's compared to a boxer, right? You jab. That's never a knockout punch, hardly ever, right?
Right.
But you just do it. You start to wear them down, right? And then sometimes the haymaker comes in,
Yep.
which is Noah Long, right?
Yep.
But occasionally, if you connect on that jab,
hit it on the button.
bam,
Down he goes. And then we just witnessed it right there.
down goes Frazier.
When Dyer got to about the 30, his head went back. It was going side to side. What a great run for that young man there to put the Panthers on top.
And let's paint the picture. There was a guy on his heels the whole way.
Absolutely. After he got hit.
Yes. So it wasn't a wide open run. He had to kick it in gear and had a mule on his
A
heel.
mule on his hindquarters.
Pooch
Ball's
kick
on the
by
ground.
Bunch. It is live, and they just have to lay on it. That's actually, there's a flag down. It's going to be offsides against Liberty Hill. They're going to be everybody forced to kick it over.
I don't know if they're going to
No.
make him kick it over. I think they might.
No, Greg, they're going to make him kick it again because
Get the ball on the 35.
No. No, it's
Coach is talking about it. He's talking about it, thinking about it.
making him kick it again.
Once again, Nas Tim
No, they're-
Thomas. They're thinking about it.
Yeah, they're going to make him.
Ethan
They're gonna make
Minix can blast it into the end zone if he wants to. So you wonder if Coach Walker decides to let Minix rip it.
I'm not really sure why the teams are coming to the sideline unless somebody called a timeout.
I don't.
This is odd. I mean, it was a penalty.
Re-kick following the penalty.
They're going to re-kick it, but both teams went to the sideline like it's a timeout.
It might be a TV timeout.
Oh, come on.
I think so. It might
No, they're
be a
coming
TV
out. They're coming out.
timeout. They're going to
No.
look for the guy with the hat. Where's the guy with the
There's
hat
no
on the
guy
sideline?
with the hat and a red
Believe me,
vest
there's
or-
a guy with the
No,
hat
no.
somewhere, and he's in charge of saying, when you can go back on
It-
TV.
They wasn't a timeout. They're just resetting it. Now, do you pooch it or listen? I think Suchek, if they let him go, has the ability to kick it out of the end zone. Still from here, but I don't think they're going to do it. They're going to pooch kick it again, but Alamo Heights could get better field position. Let's see if they can improve their chances. Pooch kick left-hand side, up in the air. It's going to be caught about the 25-yard line. Return to the right. There's a block in the back they don't call. He's still on his feet across the 40. Finally tackled about 45-yard line.
That's a great call. A block in the back they don't call. If you're watching the replay, folks, you can see it bigger than Dallas. My goodness, he did absolutely shove him, and it was at the point of attack. They let him run a little bit more.
The Mules begin first and 10 from their own 35.
Here it is right there. Boom. Grady Flynn blocked in the back, and the refs kept it in their pockets for another 10 yards for the Mules.
First and 10 from the 45-yard line, the Mule 45-yard line. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. 4.5 minutes left to go until halftime. Sobey takes the snap. He's going to pass it. He throws it downfield. And off the fingertips of the receiver, incomplete pass. And again, Sobey hits the ground, Greg. And he's shaking up a little bit again, shaking it off. The Panthers are they're jabbing, right? You know, they're giving him a little business. And, you know, that makes a quarterback think about it.
Oh, he got hit high and low at the same time. Two Panthers met at Sobey on that defensive pressure.
One receiver right, one left, 2nd and 10. Showing blitz, snaps back, hands off to the right-hand side, which what the Panthers want. He's going to pick up 1, maybe 2 yards. The Panther rush defense is nasty.
Number 10,
Andon Thomas, Aaron Brewer, Drake Torno, Lloyd Johnson. They all flow to the ball off that left side. They'll take a George Flesher run every single time. Alamo Heights has not been able to do anything at all on the ground unless it's been the misdirection by Sobey.
Ball's on the right-hand hash, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. It is 3rd and 9. Big third down play by the Mules. Sobey takes the snap. He's looking right. He throws it right. And they're going to throw a flag against Carter Hudson. I think they got tangled up more with their legs than anything, and it's going to go against Liberty Hill, going to give them, the Mules, a first down.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened. The receiver got underneath Carter Hudson as he tried to make the cut outside, and he sold it. We get to watch it right here. Tim, that's an old wide receiver trick they like to do.
You never did that, did you? Greg played wide receiver. I played offensive line, a center. So Greg and I like to give each other a little business talking about skill position over muscle.
Is it muscle?
Two receivers to the left. First down from the 41-yard line. Snaps back, thrown out into the flat to Anderson. It is complete. He picks up another first down. Pickup of about 10, or 11. Wow, they
The
changed.
ball came out there at the end.
They're going to give him 12 yards, get him across the 30 to the 29-yard line.
First down at the Panther 29.
3 minutes and 36 seconds left to go until halftime. Liberty Hill leads 14-12. The defense trying to make a stand. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Man in motion, snaps back, looking for a receiver, throws it out to the left, and it is complete. The defender fell down. It's a touchdown, Anderson.
Devin Riley trying to play against Anderson out of the backfield. They got the mismatch with the linebacker on Anderson, and unfortunately Riley just got his feet tangled up there. Anderson catches it and goes in for another touchdown. I wonder if they're going to try to go for 2 again here. They're going to try to get one.
Out,
they're going to do one. They check the book.
They check the book.
4 points, you can try to go get it.
We don't know what book.
It's the should I kick or not kick book.
A lefty kicker snaps back, kick is up, and it's good. And Alamo Heights regains the lead at 19-14 over Liberty Hill with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left. Plenty of time for Liberty Hill to march downfield if they can be successful on this next drive.
Well, 3:28 left. You got all timeouts, and we talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast that it's worked out the past couple of games that Liberty Hill has just timed it right to where they have the ball the last possession of the first half and the first possession of the second half, and really have just pulled away from teams in that moment. So it's on the table here in front of them, looking for the Panthers to have a good, solid drive here. They didn't have too many plays last drive, but, they'll take it.
Look for them to kick it again to Salinas, and he is on the far side of the field away from us on the home side. They're going to stay away from Carter Hudson and Noah Long. You know that Hudson or Long would love to get their hands on the ball. Alamo Heights starts off with a strange, odd formation on kickoff. Liberty Hill has their hands team out, prepping for anything that might happen that way. Here is the kickoff. It's kicked deep. Actually, going to be caught by Noah Long. He gets to the sideline, down the sideline. He's at the 40, the 50, the 40. He gets tackled at the 35-yard line. Liberty Hill is in business.
That's why they don't kick it to him. That's why they don't give him a chance. And I tell you what, that kicker paid the price. One man to beat was the kicker, and Noah Long did not shy away from it. He lowered his shoulder and absolutely plowed this kicker. Oh, my goodness. Full speed, Noah Long.
Ball's on the 34-yard line. Vickers has the ball, going to run it down the sideline. Gets to the 30, tackled at the 26-yard line. It's a pickup of 8 yards.
Good solid run on first down by Vickers.
Greg, we have not seen that design. We've seen it twice, maybe 3 times already tonight, and we hardly have seen it all year. So you know the coaches picked up something.
Absolutely, they are crashing the defensive ends down and on to the running backs, which means Vickers has that lane on the outside open.
2nd and 2. Handoff right inside to No Long. Gets out of a tackle. Gets the first down. Gets to the 19-yard line. A first down for Liberty Hill.
Great spin move by Long to pick up the first down and keep the clock running. You wonder if Alamo Heights wants to start burning some of their timeouts as this clock ticks down.
I don't think they want to help Liberty Hill out here, Greg.
Liberty Hill's got those 3 timeouts now. It's try to maintain some time.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go until halftime. Liberty Hill has the ball on the 19-yard line, trailing 19-14. Handoff right inside to Logan Dyer. Picks up a couple of really hard yards. Logan Dyer really gets the tough yards.
He sure does. That's the jab. Right there off the right side. Goes Dyer. Makes it 2nd and long. 2nd and 8, so to speak.
Hadn't heard from any Dyers in a couple of weeks. Somebody's got to break the code and send me an email. LHFootball21.
They had to be going crazy listening to us talk about Dyer blasting up the middle.
Vickers going to keep himself again. Gets to the 15-yard line. Short gain of 2 yards.
Vickers, the ball carrier. Jack Hardy's and Corbin Gunter combined for the tackle.
Big play here for the Panthers. 3rd and 5. Alamo Heights covered up Vickers on that one for sure.
Greg, it'll be interesting to see what they do. They're going to call a timeout here for sure. They're going to let the clock wind down and call a timeout, which they do. It's 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go until halftime. They call their first timeout with this 3rd down and 6. Interesting call here, Greg. If they get close to the first down, I think they're going to go for it. If they don't pick up any yards here, it's interesting. Will they bring out Ethan Minix to kick the field goal?
Well, it's a great question, as long as we can future think a little bit here and talk about what may happen, what might happen. Obviously, you want to pick up the first down here. That's what they're going to do. They want to put it in the end zone. But a 4th down decision for Coach Walker involves one of the best kickers left in the state playoffs, and that's Ethan Minix. And we are definitely in Ethan Minix range.
Yes.
We were there 20 yards ago.
Yeah.
So with the ball going to Liberty Hill at the beginning of the second half, it might make that decision a little bit easier. But right now, they're going for broke, try to pick up these 6 yards and move the chains.
I think we may see one of those student bodies plays, Greg, or the pitch out wide to try to get to the sideline.
Suchek in.
Suchek has checked in, brought the play in. Snaps back, handoff left inside to no long. He cuts back in. He tries to get extra yards. He gets to the 10-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 1. We'll see this offense stay onto the field here. They strongly believe they're going to be able to pick up this first down.
Absolutely. Now, Tim, it's 4th and less than 1. You know for a fact that they're coming in. Here comes big number 10. Andon Thomas into the game.
And I think they're going to give it to Andon to get that yard.
The camera guy had no idea where the ball went on that. It's great if you get. We're watching it on KXAN here in the studio or in the booth, and sometimes the camera operators they don't know where the ball goes either.
4th and 1. The clock's ticking. 47 and counting. Look for Andon Thomas possibly to get the ball here. Snap, hand off to Andon Thomas left inside. He gets the first down and more. He gets to the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Panthers. Look for Liberty Hill to call a play. They're sending in a play now. They have 2 timeouts left, 35 seconds and counting.
Andon Thomas pinballing up there, hanging on to the ball.
Suchek stays in the game. Under center. Pitches out to Noah Long. He's racing to the sideline. He gets in for a touchdown. And there's a flag on the play. I think it's going to go against Liberty Hill. The way Liberty Hill's body language is. It's a hold, Greg. Unfortunately, a hold. 17 seconds left. They have their 2 timeouts left, Greg. They're going to have to use one here.
With the penalty, the clock will stop. 1st and goal now.
17 seconds left. 1st and goal from the 12. Ball's on the right-hand hash. Andon Thomas is in the game. Going to be a pass play by Vickers. Throws it across the middle. Overshoots Pitchford just by an inch. Pitchford was wide open. 13 seconds left. 2nd down and goal from the 12.
Kason Herman across the middle, Tim. He caught a touchdown.
I missed it.
He caught a touchdown pass last week. Herman was wide open. Vickers, one of the issues that Liberty Hill quarterbacks have is maybe they don't have a lot of passes. So when they do, sometimes Vickers sails it. That was one of those keys right there.
Vickers runs. Oh, he fumbles the ball. It's picked up by Gavin Salinas, and he gets ripped down. Timeout call. It looked like they might have had a face mask. I missed it. But 3 seconds left. We're probably for sure going to see the field goal unit come on now.
Good job by Salinas to pick up that ball. We're looking at the replay now, folks, and he absolutely did grab a fistful of face mask on the tackle.
Oh, wow. He got one there. It does look like he got Gavin Salinas' face mask, but Coach Walker's coming out, and he can't change the call now, but he's talking to him.
he can point to the big board and show them
Yep.
on the field what it is.
And Liberty Hill's giving them the business, the fans, but they definitely missed that call and forcing Liberty Hill to attempt a field goal, what is going to be the equivalent of a 37-yard field goal. Ethan Minix on to try to attempt it. 3 seconds left. Alamo Heights up 19-14. 3 seconds to go until halftime. Snaps back, it's fumble. It goes through the holder. It's no good. The snap came back and skipped back. Never had a chance.
Rough way to end the first half. The Panthers in prime position at the 3-yard line to go in. The hold, a couple of botched plays, and they come away empty. Didn't get a chance to get the kickoff. But again, we had talked about it, Tim. They get the ball back to start the second, wipe the slate clean, and come at it. What a great first half of football.
It really was a great first half, and a lot of Alamo Heights has come out and played their game. They've done very well throwing out in the flats. They've been completing the short passes. We did see a change in Sobey a little bit in the second quarter. He's starting to feel the heat. He is taking some hits. And listen, Liberty Hill's offense was moving right there until the penalty. Both times they've lost the ball on a punt, and they're right there at the snap. They were moving the ball, and a holding penalty killed both drives. They got to clean that up.
Absolutely. Alamo Heights, things falling their way in that regard. You have a couple miscues by the Panthers, ball hitting the ground, and really it's not unlike a turnover in that sense there, because Minix, if he had a chance, more than likely that ball is going through the uprights. And again, if you have another play from the 4-yard line, that one's going in the end zone. Just some bad breaks there for the Panthers. Alamo Heights gets to be the benefit.
I saw Minix really being very vocal coming off the field there after that play. He wanted that shot. That's his job, Greg. It's his shot. He gets to kick extra points a lot, but he doesn't get a chance at field goals, and he wanted to make a difference. He wanted to prove this is something he doesn't practice all the time, right? He wanted that chance, 37-yard field goal. He wanted it. He needed it. He wanted it for his team, and that ball skipped back, not able to get there. And you know what, Greg? We haven't seen a bad snap like that all year.
No, the last time that we saw a miscue on a field goal or extra point there, it was really because of Vickers didn't have his hand up.
Yeah.
Vickers there that was a tough snap to come back. It was on the ground. Couldn't really set it down. Once Minix got it, wisely just fell on it. Didn't try to do anything crazy. Just fell on the ball. Get the ball back to actually go into the half and not try to pick it up and maybe an Alamo Heights player takes it to the house.
Well, we're going to take a break, let you listen to the bands here at halftime. Liberty Hill trails Alamo Heights 19-14 here at halftime. You're listening to Liberty Hill football and Vype Sports.
The Stars Major is Avery Langwell. The Belle of the Week is Emily Lambert. The Star of the Week is Emma Borden. Tonight, the Bells and Stars will be getting you in the Christmas spirit by rocking around the Christmas tree. From Liberty Hill High School, Liberty Bells and Stars. And now the Panther Band will continue the performance by featuring their color guard. First up, Treasure. And next, the band will continue with a hit, Hey Baby. And finally, the band will perform Land of 1,000 Dances. the Liberty Hill High School Panther Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the Alamo Heights Independent School District is proud to present the 2021-2022 Alamo Heights High School Mighty Mule Marching Band. The Mighty Mule Marching Band is under the clear leadership of the drum makers Logan Luega, Matt Cooper, and Jackson Henry. The 2021-2022 Alamo Heights cheer captains are Madison Cobb and Gabby Morgan. Co-captains are Mark Brooks and Greta Stevens. Please welcome the award-winning Alamo High School Spurs dance team under the direction of Jessica Marie Sancho. The 2021-2022 Spurs are led on the field by Colonel Ainsley Bashar and Lieutenant Colonel Brady Knox and Executive Officers Francis Decker and Sarah Cheney. Sit back and relax as the Spurs perform to a routine to the Billie Eilish tune, Bad Guy. attention to Here's Hand Clap. Please welcome the Mighty Mule Band color guards to the field. Here's Industry, baby. Mule fans, on your feet for the Alamo Heights fight song.
Back here, just about getting ready to start the second half of play. Liberty Hill down 19-14, heading in the second half, but they're getting the kickoff. Greg, we had a lot of discussion there at halftime about Liberty Hill. They stopped themselves on offense with some holding plays, with false starts. They need to clean up. They went into halftime and they come out and clean up those penalties. Their offense is going to be just fine because they really hadn't been. Alamo Heights hasn't stopped them themselves. Liberty Hill has stopped their own on play.
They absolutely have. Shout out to Scott Akanowicz from the Liberty Hill Independent for getting us some halftime stats. Noah Long, 5 carries for 41 yards. Joe Pitchford, 6 carries, 40 yards. Reese Vickers, 3 carries for 30 yards. And Thomas pitched in for 1. It was a big first down. Grady Flynn, 2 for 27. Joe Pitchford, 3 carries, 75 yards, and the 1 was a touchdown for 71 yards. Tim, 20 carries, 219 yards. They're averaging over 10 yards a carry. So Liberty Hill, the
I think you said Pitchford twice. You meant Logan Dyer on the last
I did mean Logan Dyer. I apologize. Number 12, Logan Dyer.
You do not get the Dyer clan
I'm
on
not.
us,
I don't
no,
even want
that
to
will
mess
just,
with that.
Yeah,
71 yards for Dyer. He was running for all he was worth, putting it in the end zone, one of his best runs of the year. Look for him to come out and jab a few more times here in the second half.
Want to give a big shout out to Jay Schultze for sending us a shout out. Jay, we hear you and feel you, and glad that you're listening to us here on Vype. I'm glad you appreciate what we do. Thank you very much. And here is the second half kickoff. Alamo Heights kicking it off. Boots it deep. Carter Hudson, nope, it's going to be Noah Long catching it at the 5. Gets to the sideline. Gets across the 30 to 35. A nice return back to, looks like the 37-yard line. Good return by Noah Long.
Interesting that they'd kick it to Noah Long again. He's going to do that if he gets a full head of steam. He's hard to handle there. Great return. Sets the Panthers in excellent field position to start this second half.
Here we go with their offensive possession here in the second half. Handoff up the middle to Andon Thomas, and he barrels his way for a pickup of 8 yards on first down.
Number 10 supplying a jab there. He does it on defense. And like we said, a little concrete Charlie action. He's on both sides of the ball, as well as the punter, Thomas. Good hard run.
2nd and 2. Handoff to Noah Long. He gets those 2 yards before he stood up, but enough to pick up the first down, a pickup of 3. You know, you talk about the 3 yards, Greg, and you talk about Liberty Hill. Coach Vance, the legendary coach of Liberty Hill, he told me that on several occasions. You pick up 3 yards every single play, you will score a touchdown.
That's facts. That's facts.
Handoff left-hand side to Andon Thomas. He barrels over several defenders. A helmet goes flying. He picks up a first down. Pick up a 13. Looks like he gets to the 39-yard line.
That's a heck of a run by Thomas. The whole Alamo Heights team looked like one guy tried to pick up Thomas's leg to try to stop him, but he was just barreling forward, jumping over his own men. 3, 4 guys, 5 guys, 6 people trying to tackle Andon Thomas before he finally relents and goes down, not before picking up the first down for the Panthers.
Suchek checks in, brings the play in. Snap, handoff left-hand side. Can't tell who's carrying it. That was Pitchford on the carry. Pickup of 5 yards on first down. Gets to the 34-yard line. First drive of the second half. Liberty Hill trails 19-14. 10.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter of play. Vickers takes a snap, hands off to Andon Thomas again, spins out. He picks up, he gets close to the first down. They're actually going to give it to him, Greg.
Wow.
They're going to give him that first down.
They are. He moves it again. Good hard run by Andon Thomas.
Pick up of 5 yards. Now Andon Thomas checks out.
And, folks, we haven't seen this all year. Thomas just started getting the ball in the playoffs a lot, and he has been a factor.
Logan Dyer checks back into the game. Ball's on the 29-yard line. Handoff left inside to Pittsford. Picks up 5-6 yards on the play. Gets to the 23-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Very familiar play for the Leander Rouse team last week. We saw that play almost every first down off the left side for about those same amount of yards, which brings up Liberty Hill 2nd and short, basically the entire playbook at their disposal.
2nd and 4, ball's in the middle of the field, takes a snap. Vickers going to keep himself, runs him down the sideline, tries to run over someone, doesn't do it, but he gets the first down, a pickup of 8 yards and moving the chains.
He does move the chains. Good fake by Vickers there, and then he carries it out. Gets some good blocking at the point of attack.
Greg, I like that they're having him keep the ball. It really will help loosen up defenses to make them feel like they've got to keep an eye on that. Vickers under center, hands it off to Logan Dyer, picks up 3 yards on first down, gets to the 12.
Dyer hit in the backfield almost immediately, but still has the leg drive to push forward and put the Panthers 12 yards away from pay dirt. They can pick up a first down if they get it to the 5.
Andon Thomas checks back in. Here they come up the line of scrimmage. Pitch out left inside Noah Long. There's a flag on the play. Noah Long gets to the 5. He gets into the end zone. Let's see what the penalty is.
I have to think it's offsides. It looked like they were offsides, and that's going to be a touchdown, Tim. Panthers are going to go ahead.
Got to wait to see what they do.
I saw this guy over here, Tim, and he already gave it away.
Offsides defense is going to be touchdown, Liberty Hill. We called it. We said they needed to come out here in the second half with this drive. Greg, is again second week in a row that it paid off for them to defer and get the ball in the second half. They take the lead 20-19. They are staying on the field to go for 2, to go up 3.
They consulted the book, and they said that it's time to go for 2.
I am going to try to find this book, Greg. I'm going to go on eBay. I'm going to Google. I'm going to use Metacrawler, anything I have to. Hand off to Andon Thomas, and he gets the 2-point conversion.
Off the right side, Jackson Harrison along with Hudson Stillwell on that right side, clearing the path for Thomas. Nobody in his way, and the Panthers go up 3.
Jackson Harrison was fired up after that play. He destroyed the guy in front of him to help free up Andon Thomas getting into the end zone. Jackson Harrison has really developed this year into a fine center, doing a great job there. And I'm not saying it just because I played center.
He looks bigger. Does he look bigger? He looks bigger than he was at the start of the season. He might have been in the weight room. Maybe he's got a few meatloafs in him over the course of the year. He is playing excellent football, and we were having a chance to speak. Tim, UIL director was in here before the
Charles Broddup came into our booth. He come see us.
And we were talking about it, and he was talking about Coach Vance saying, if you have a quarterback and a running back that can do the job, man, you can run this offense. And I tell you what, they have a quarterback and a center, rather. A quarterback and a center is what he said. Jackson Harrison, he's a solid center.
Dr. Broddup, who is the head of the UIL, actually brought Jackson's name up. He knows personally the Harrison family, and he brought up Jackson Harrison, and we talked about him just for a few moments. And he definitely has been one of the difference makers on this offensive line.
Tim, the center, the quarterback of the offensive line. If you want to reach, right? Is that right? You're the quarterback of the offensive line.
Sometimes you're calling the block packages or things like that, but he's and you're protecting your quarterback. My quarterback in high school was a good friend of mine, Jonathan Calicut, and I protected him with everything that I had. And and Jackson's doing the same for his guys. Here's the kickoff for Liberty Hill. Pooch kickoff to the left-hand side. Fair caught about the 25-yard line, so no return. And here come the Alamo Heights offense for the first time in the second half, trailing 22-19.
Adjustments definitely were made. Wonder if the Panthers are going to push up on these receivers and expose themselves for some over-the-top shots, which really, they cannot run the ball. We have not seen them run the ball, like I said, except for the misdirection plays that Sobey has taken it out into the flat.
The quarterback runs, and that's been it a couple of times. 2 receivers to the left, first down from the 25-yard line, right-hand hash. Sobey takes it. He hands off to the left-hand side. It's strung out. Liberty Hill going to tackle him at pickup of 9 yards on the play. It probably the best play by a running back so far.
The George Flesher with the longest run for a George we've seen this whole game.
Yes, that's true. 2nd and 1. Be curious to see here if they try to run it, which is Liberty Hill's strength, even though they just gave up 9 yards. They put out 2 receivers to right, look for one of those short passes. Or they may try shot downfield on 2nd and short. And look, there's movement on the offensive line, and so it's going to be backed up 5 yards against the Mules.
Reed Bynum and Andon Thomas making their line calls and moving around and just trying to wreak some havoc on that side and causes the Alamo Heights offensive line to jump. Crowd filling in here, Tim. I think it's a bigger crowd than it was last week as these crowds have filled in here.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It's 2nd and 6 from the 29-yard line of Alamo Heights. Sobey takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. He's going to lose a yard on the play as Liberty Hill Panthers were all over it.
Wow. The Panthers did exactly what they needed to do on this first series. Put the Mules in 3rd and long and see if they can make a play here to get the ball back to their offense. Flesher had nowhere to go as Devin Riley and Andon Thomas make the tackle.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Panthers need to stop here at 3rd and 8. Snaps back for Sobey. He's looking downfield, throws it out in the flat. He gets incomplete pass, and the receiver gets blasted.
Reed Bynum was not going to let that go anywhere if Flesher had caught it, but he didn't. Heard the footsteps. Sobey got rid of it so quick.
And he got hit again, Greg. Sobey got hit again on that release.
And that ball just flew a little bit. Liberty Hill defense does exactly what it needs to do. Perfect start for the second half for the Panthers. Offense puts it in. Defense gets the ball back.
4th down. Punt is away. It's a good punt.
Great punt.
Carter Hudson's just going to stay away from it. Takes a mule bounce.
Great
bounce
punt.
Across the 20. Inside the 15. All the way down. Looks like to the 10-yard line. That is a 60-yard punt.
Wow. What a great punt there by the Mules to flip the field and make the Panthers have to go the distance.
That was Sobey as the punter.
Great punt by Sobey. You got to tip your cap to him on that. That's exactly what a punter's supposed to do. Get it down there as far as you can. No chance of return there. He just boomed that thing into the sky. You have a feeling if he doesn't make it at the next level as a quarterback, someone's going to come calling as a punter because he can absolutely wallop the ball.
Panthers have the ball at their own 11-yard line. Up the line of scrimmage. Handoff left-hand side. Looks like it's to Dyer. Nope, not Dyer. I see him not have the ball.
Looked like Grady Flynn off the left side there.
Okay, Flynn has the ball. Pickup of about 3.
We need these TV replays in every single game that we do, Tim, because it is.
Well,
we are
Greg,
spoiled. We are
You're
absolutely
spoiled. You're not
spoiled.
even watching the game. You have your eyes on the TV. 2nd and 7. Handoff left-hand side. Not much there, if anything. Picks up maybe 2 yards. Gets across the 15 to the 16-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5, I think, once they get this sorted out.
A little bit longer than that.
They haven't moved the chain yet, Greg. Now, Greg.
Third and 5. You're right.
Of course.
I can see it on the replay.
Greg,
here. It says 3rd and 5.
your job is not the play-by-play guy, okay? Your job, that's not your job. 3rd and 5 for the Panthers. Under center. Hands off to the right-hand side. Dancing around. He's not going to make it. I think it's Noah Long. He's going to lose a yard on the play back to the 15, and now it's going to force Liberty Hill to punt the ball away.
Noah Long hanging onto the ball there. Corbin Gunter, junior defensive back, trying to rip that ball away. Noah Long held onto it. Credit the Mules for having a stop of their own. The Mules made some adjustments as well. Look for Andon Thomas to try to flip the field back.
And that's where that great punt from Sobey made a huge difference. Liberty Hill looks a little – Liberty Hill's having to call a timeout, Greg, because personnel was not correct. They're having to burn a timeout, and that's unfortunate for Liberty Hill that somebody was in there that wasn't or whatever. Saw LJ running off the field, who's normally in there, I believe. So, and he ran off the field, but it forced Liberty Hill to take a timeout this early in the second half. Liberty Hill does lead 22-19, but about to punt the ball away.
Quick
Greg,
score update real quick. Early third quarter, Lago 28, Industrial 7, thanks to Merle.
All right, thank you, Merle. Merle probably doesn't know where Industrial is either, but it's in Vanderbilt, Texas, if you want to Google it, Merle. Hey, Greg, I feel like some shenanigans have been going on here.
What kind of shenanigans?
I got
Let's
a
hear it.
shout out from somebody, Mike and Tanya, shout out to the crew in Kyle, Texas, waiting on the hill to run the old Philly play.
We called it Hilly, I think.
Whatever. You're putting your friends up to things that they shouldn't be up to, Greg.
I love it.
4th and 5. Panther defense, or punting units on the field, snaps back. Thomas boots it away. It's caught about the 50-yard line, and he's caught it on a run down the side, run out of bounds at the 30, and Alamo Heights has got great field position. Greg, this is a direct result of the Sobey punt that flipped the field.
You're absolutely right. This is the fruition of that punt, Andon Thomas, which wasn't a bad punt. Just happened to make a great play on the ball. Did the Mules and put themselves in great field position.
They had the ball on the Liberty Hill 31-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Snaps back, run to the left-hand side. That is one of their receivers. Michael Terry ran the ball. Direct snap to him. Sobey wasn't at quarterback that time.
Little Wildcat.
Pickup of only a couple. Liberty Hill is tough against the run, guys. They're very tough against the run. 2nd and 8. And Greg, Liberty Hill's not big on defense, and LJ's probably their biggest player. And I will tell you that, but they're just so active, and they're good at shedding blocks. 2nd and 8. The ball's on the 29-yard line, left-hand hash. Snaps back. Fake handoff. The quarterback, Sobey's going to keep it. He's going to lose a yard on the play back to the 30, maybe the 31, maybe 2 yards lost on the play. And there's a flag down. Something happened extracurricular, folks. I'm not sure. And they're pointing against Liberty Hill. Like after the play, something happened.
Didn't see what happened there after that play, but it's a huge penalty here at 3rd and 8.
It would have been it would have backed it up, Greg. It would have been 3rd and 10, but something happened. One of the Liberty Hill players got caught in some shenanigans somehow, and it's going against Liberty Hill. It's going to give them 15 yards and the first down, unfortunately, for the Panthers. They had them 3rd and long, and it flipped the field again, putting them at the 16-yard line and giving them a first down.
Tough call there.
3 receivers out to the right. They may be going for it all right here. Snaps back, roll out to the right. Sobey is being chased, throws it back across the field. It is complete at the 20, the 10. Finally run out of bounds about the 9-yard line. They had that play set up well, but the linemen were downfield instead of looking inside for someone to block.
They didn't block anybody, Tim. They were downfield.
They ran to the end zone.
Just needed to hold up, but they did not. Great play design. That ball was in the air for a long time.
It's 2nd and about 4 from the 10-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Snaps back for Sobeys. Looking across the middle. Throws it. Overthrows his receiver. Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Almost identical to the pass that Vickers threw in the first half over Herman. Sobey just sailed it as well. Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4. Might this, I would say, could it be 4-down territory, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's play this 3rd down play. 2 receivers to the right, none to the left. Sobey takes the snap. Hands it off to the right-hand side to the running back. He gets to the 5-yard line, and I think he's across the 5 to the 4. Enough for a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 4.
George Flesher, good solid run there off the right side. Puts the Mules in prime position. Great block at the point of attack on Aaron Brewer. Andon Thomas with the tackle.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter of play. Liberty Hill clinging to a 22-19 lead. Alamo Heights has it 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Ball's on the right-hand hash. 2 receivers to the left. 1 receiver to the right inside. Sobey takes a snap, throws it out to the right, down to the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown by Anderson, their leading receiver.
That ball looked like it was coming out way more than the other one did.
And Anderson is shaken up, Greg. He's got 2 players bringing him off the field, and that is not good news for Alamo Heights. And they're running him off, and his ankle looks to be. Now he doesn't have anybody with him, but look, he may have been shaken up a little bit with his ankle. Here's the point after attempt by the Mules. The kick is up, and it is good. And Alamo Heights regains the lead 26-22 here with 2.5 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter.
And again, Liberty Hill's mistakes come back to haunt them. Huge penalties on that drive extended the Mules' offensive series there. They had them 3rd and long 2 times, only to get bailed out by another penalty. Rough calls for the Panthers, but credit the Mules for taking advantage.
Well, you're right, they're taking advantage of the Liberty Hill mistakes, and the mistakes are not turnovers. The mistakes are penalties that's cost them dearly.
Some halftime scores here. Crosby over Texarkana, Texas High. 3-0, Tim. That's a defensive.
Bottom of the 7th inning?
A defensive struggle there. Lubbock Cooper, 15-0 over Wichita Falls Rider.
A lot of the teams are playing on Saturday, and they're doing that trying to set themselves up Number one, not the location, but they're trying to sometimes set them up that if they make the state championship, that game will also be on a Saturday. So some of them are doing that. Kick is away. Caught at the 9-yard line by Salinas. Gets down the side across the 30, the 40, to midfield. Is that Hudson? Or is that Salinas?
There's a flag,
late hit.
They're attack 15 on the end of that one, too.
That is Salinas. No, it's actually Carter Hudson on that run. He gets to midfield, and I think the penalty's going against Alamo Heights.
Absolutely. Late hit out of bounds, and the Panthers start in great field position.
See if they sort this out. They're talking about it. Oh, there's a face mask, too. They called the face mask here, and then they threw another flag. I think there's 2 flags, Greg.
Oh, my goodness.
There's a face mask and a late hit out of bounds.
The refs are circling up over there, and it's going to be it's definitely 15. Whether or not it's 30, Tim, that could be absolutely
Aaron
huge.
Brewer got face masked.
And it's a dead ball foul, so they both will count. Tim, it's going to be 30 yards on top of the 40. They're going to be down. How far are they going to walk them down? It is amazing to me that teams are kicking off to Liberty Hill.
And to their better players. Look, the ball is sitting at the 43.
So it's going to go to the 13?
I think it could be at the 13-yard line. If they do 2 15-yard penalties, it's going to the 13-yard line. There's one of them. It's going to be on the 13-yard line.
Unbelievable.
Wow, how did it get to the 14? Where'd the extra? How did you get chinched out of the yard?
I think maybe if you go the first 15, then you do half the distance. There's some math involved there.
It's the book.
It's not the book.
No.
No, the book is for the points. This is when you get underneath 30 yards and there's a penalty that's 15. You only go half the distance.
Here we go. Liberty Hill now at the 14-yard line to hand off right-hand side to Noah Long. Gets across the 10. Down to the 9-yard line, maybe the 8. Let's see where they mark it. Closer to the 9.
Wow, what a break for the Panthers. And just like that, they're right here.
Banging on the door.
Right inside the 10-yard line. Great return by Carter Hudson.
2nd and 5 from the 9-yard line. 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Liberty Hill down 26-22. Pitch out to Pittsford, left-hand side. Gets to the 5. And gets down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from what I would tell you, which is not really a real thing, the half-yard line. There's really not a half-yard line.
A quarter-yard line.
There's not a quarter.
If there was a penalty, it would move to the 1/16th yard line.
There's no such thing, Greg. There's a 1, there's a 2,
theoretically,
there's a 3. There's no half.
Theoretically.
Okay. Snap, handoff right-hand side. Looks like the Dyer, and they stand him up. I thought he might have crossed the goal line. They're not giving it to him. And one of the Panthers is slow to get up, and I think it's Logan Dyer, and it is. He's going to have to check.
Like the ref was on top of him there.
Logan Dyer a little shaken up, jogging off the field now. That's good news.
That ball may have come out. Looking for Andon Thomas. Is it Thomas coming in? Oh, it's
He's
Will
already
Suchek.
in.
It's Will Suchek.
But no, Andon Thomas is already in the game. He came in when Logan started getting up slow. So will we see it? Hand off to Thomas, left-hand side. There's a flag on the play.
I think
It's a
going to be
touchdown.
Offsides again. We saw the flags fly. And then the line judge is going to say
There it is.
they're
Touchdown.
offsides. Panthers.
Andon Thomas with a touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
Wow, what a crazy offensive possession that was. It was just the Alamo Heights team, the Mules just went right down the field, had a long sustained drive, get in there after the punt, and then the Panthers just strike right back to get out in front. Tim, they're going to kick it here to make it 3 again.
Because the book says so.
No need to check the book on this one. You want to go up 3. This was pretty evident. It's when you start getting up by like 12 or 14, and there's math, like I said, math involved.
The snap's back, the kick is up, and it is good, and Liberty Hill retakes the lead, 29 to 26. Speaking of the book, Greg, Coach Kirshner, if you're still listening, is there a book? Is there a book that tells you if you're up by so many points?
Is it the same book? Do different teams have different books?
But is there even a book?
There's got to be a book. Okay, maybe it's not a book. Maybe it's like a cheat sheet or like a card.
Any coaches
or like
out there listening that knows whether there's really a book or not, shoot me a text if you have my number, or shoot me an email, lhfootball21@yahoo.com. Does there have a periodical?
If not, we should write a book.
Is there a magazine?
I'm going to write one.
Is there a pamphlet?
Is it
flyer?
Is it a black
or is
book?
it really a book?
Is it a black? Is
that
it a
tells
black
you
book?
if you're up so many points,
there is
what you need to do at the time, whatever. Or
Absolutely.
is it just does the book is fictional? Is it fictional that there? I've heard people call the book. Heard it on TV. If there's one, Coach K, if you're still listening, is there a book that exists? Does there really coaches have this little periodical that they can reference if you're in situations? I say no.
For sure there is. Absolutely.
And if not, we may be in business going to write a book.
We might. What to do on the football? By Tim Dean.
You gonna co-write it with me?
I will for sure.
You gonna do the preface? All right, here's Liberty Hill kicking off. Pooch kick to the left-hand side. It's out, and Liberty Hill has the ball. Liberty Hill has recovered. They have the ball.
I think that's Andon Thomas. It is Andon Thomas. He's punting. He's putting it in the end zone. He's playing linebacker. He's diving on special teams to get the onside kick. Tim, that was not a pooch. That was a designed onside kick that Ethan Minix just kicked to his buddy, Andon Thomas, who dove, laid out, and just caught it. Great job by the Panthers. I think that was a completed pass as well. I don't even think it hit the ground.
Here come the Panthers at the 43-yard line. And there's flags on the play. It's going to go against Liberty Hill.
Oh.
And this is the kind of thing that we talked about that they've got to clean up.
Offsides, moving back 5. Rough start there. Great call by the Liberty Hill coaching staff. Great execution by Ethan Minix. He didn't get a chance to kick that field goal, but I tell you what, he kicked that right there and put the Panthers in prime position to bust this game open.
1st and 15. Now the ball's back to the 48-yard line. Inside handoff to Noah Long. He's not going to get much. He's going to get 4 of that back. It's going to make it 2nd and 11.
That inside handoff can be devastating if blocked right. Credit the Mules for.
We've seen it go for touchdowns.
Oh
Greg.
my goodness, off the backside, absolutely. If the backside linebackers and defensive line are not ready for that play to come in, Noah Long is going to hit the opposite side of that field at 100 miles an hour, and he's gone.
And that's going to do it here at the end of the third quarter. We're going to take it to the fourth. We'll take a quick break. Liberty Hill leads 29-26, heading into the fourth quarter of play. You're listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Sports.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
Back here to the start of the fourth quarter, Liberty Hill has the ball up 29-26 as we start this fourth quarter of play. It is 2nd and 11 at the Alamo Heights 44-yard line. Greg, I believe this is 4-down territory. If they just pick up 3 or 4, I think they're going to go for it. I think maybe. We'll see. Man in motion right hand side. Run off to Andon Thomas. He's running downfield. Has the first down and more across the 30 to 20-yard line. Finally down at the 19. Greg, we were just talking about this kid during the break.
We were talking about him being a throwback player back when Tim used to play back in the late 50s and 60s. No. And Andon Thomas is that kind of player. Plays both ways, offense and defense. He does the punting. And I tell you, what a great play. He even put a move on somebody around the 27-yard line there. A little shuck and jive from number 10.
1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Vickers under center, takes the snap, hands off left-hand side to Pitchford. Pickup of a couple of yards. Looks like he gets to the 16, maybe 17 or 16-yard line. Can't tell. We got a bad angle from where we're at. It'll be the 17-yard line. Ball's in the middle of the field. Just starting the fourth quarter of play. Liberty Hill leads 29 to 26. It's 2nd and 8. Jackson Harrison, the great center for Liberty Hill, go up to the line of scrimmage with the rest of the linemen. Handoff left-hand side. That is Noah Long. Not much there. He gets to the 16-yard line. Another yard on the play. It's going to bring up a crucial 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 7. Will Suchek bringing the play in from the sideline. Again, another feel-good story. Will Suchek out most of the year and now back in playing. Vickers takes it, pitches it out wide to Noah Long. He gets a block across the 10, the 5, right out of bounds at the 1.
Huge play by Long off the right side. Almost got in. It is going to be down there on the 1-yard line. The Panthers knocking on the door.
Andon Thomas with a great block on the outside. Ball is set at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal for the Panthers. Will we see quarterback sneak, and Andon Thomas pushes Vickers into the end zone. It is a touchdown, Liberty Hill. Vickers with a 1-yard plunge. They came out in that formation. All running backs, the snap of the ball, Vickers lunged forward, just pushed him right in.
Huge play by the Panthers. Huge offensive series by Andon Thomas. Tim,
wow.
He stopped him on defense.
Yep.
He got the onside kick.
Yep.
Then he made the big play. Then he went in the end zone. Unbelievable for number 10. He is having himself a ball game. Wow.
Snaps back. Minix kicks up, and it is good, and Liberty Hill extends their lead to 36 to 26. Now you have a 2-score game. Greg, here we have 10 minutes left to go in this game. Liberty Hill has a 10-point lead. Alamo Heights, do they come out in panic mode and start gunslinging?
They have, Alamo Heights has not been down this large, this late.
All year.
All season.
No.
For however long it's been. It's been a long time since
Right.
they've been put in this situation. So pressure is squarely on the shoulders of this team right now to perform right here on this drive. So, it could be the ball game right here. You don't want to give it back to Liberty Hill.
No.
At this point in time and have them grind out a 4 or 5 minute drive, get down to a Minix kicker, another touchdown.
If Liberty Hill gets the ball back,
it might be ball game. It really might be.
Because they've not been able to.
Hey, listen, from the mothership, Merle is taking care of business here and sent me the chart that you go. It's an actual chart that you can get from where? It's on the redzone.org.
You could
it's
buy
the
it?
2-point conversion chart. You can get it. You can take a look at it.
Merle's all over it. Merle,
The mothership.
Merle, email. Tell your boss you need a raise.
Absolutely.
Yes, you're doing it all. You're like,
Merle, the Andon Thomas of Vype.
That's exactly right. Merle is the Andon Thomas
of Vype.com. Absolutely.
Actually, wait.
It's Suda. Suda might be the Andon.
Suda might be the Andon Thomas. No offense, Merle. Pooch kick again. from Liberty Hill, and they catch it up the middle.
Did he catch it and then call the fair catch?
He did. He caught it.
He caught it and then
went to a knee, and fair caught it.
That's
weird.
That was an interesting
no return,
which
is what
none return at all.
Which is what Liberty Hill wants. They do not want it to turn into an offensive play.
Is it a flag on the play? They seem to be milling around.
Is it an illegal?
The kicking team for the Panthers are still on the field, or is that the defense? I can't.
That's defense. Why are they marking off another 5 yards?
I'm not sure. Well, drive of the year.
Wow.
For Alamo Heights, so important for them to have any chance in this ball game.
Here we go. The ball's at the 40-yard line, the Alamo Heights 40-yard line. 10
Brett
minutes,
Anderson
12
back out
seconds.
there.
Yep. 2 receivers to the left, none to the right. So he takes a snap, hands it off to the right-hand side, gets to the corner, gets to the 40-yard line, the 45, the 50, still on his feet. Liberty Hill finally tackles him after he picks up a first down. He's still on his feet. He's picked up 15 yards, still on his feet. Wow, Greg. A gain of 18 and 19 yards, all on pure guts and desire.
If George Flesher had been running like that all ball game, it might be a totally different outlook at this point in time. Flesher running for all he is worth there. Solid run.
Wow.
He did not want to go down.
Greg, the clock keeps rolling, but a great run. It truly, I think that might have been one of the most impressive runs I've seen all year from a running back. 1st and 10 from the Liberty Hill 41-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. So he takes the snap. He looks left, throws it left. It is complete. First down, pickup of about 13 yards. Going to move the chains again. Alamo Heights not panicking. They're just running some good plays, getting good yardage. 9 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in this game. Liberty Hill has a 10-point lead, 36-26. Ball is on the left-hand hash at the Liberty Hill 27-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, none off to the left. So he takes the snap, fake hands off, rolls out to the right-hand side, under pressure. The ball's tipped, hits the ground.
Excellent defense by Aaron Brewer to stay with his man and then peel off and use those long arms to stop Sobey from taking a shot over the corner of the end zone. Aaron Brewer, that's his 2nd or 3rd batted ball down tonight.
He did a really good job stringing it out.
Played his man until he didn't have to play his man anymore and then went after the ball. Got his big paws on it.
2nd and 10 from the Liberty Hill 27-yard line. 8 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in this game. 2 receivers to the right. Snap back to Sobey. Fake hands off, running himself. Not much there, maybe a pickup of 1. They're going to mark him with just a pickup of 1. Will bring up 3rd and 9.
Nobody going with Bennett Flesher there. Maybe George's little brother. Nobody went after the younger Flesher. And Sobey paid the price, bringing up 3rd and long.
Definitely a passing down. They've not had a lot of success running the ball. Panthers know he's fixing to throw the ball. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. Keep your eyes down here on the near side to the right-hand side. That's this leading receiver, Anderson. Snaps back, looking across the middle, throws it back to the left. It is complete for a first down at the 8, and finally tackled at the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from the 10.
Aiden Burrell in position to make the play on that ball. He's beating himself up a little bit because he knew he had a chance at that. Just a great pitch and catch by Sobey.
Michael Terry was the receiver on that receiving end from Sobey. 1st and goal from the 10. 7 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in this game. Liberty Hill leads by 10, 36-26. Sobey takes the snap. He looks left, now across the middle, throws it across the middle. Almost intercepted by Burrell. Incomplete pass.
Undercuts it right there. Does Aaron Brewer and Reed Bynum there on the coverage. Sobey threw that into double coverage, tried to squeeze it in there. Aaron Brewer almost put the stamp on this game. I don't know if they'd have got him, Tim. He might have had nothing but green grass in front of him. I don't think you're catching 3 if he picks that off.
Clock does stop at 7:28 left to go. 2nd and goal from the 10. 2 receivers right, 1 to left. You know they want to throw it to the end zone and try to get a touchdown to not use up as little clock as possible. Snaps back, looking left, throws it left, and throws it into a bunch of people. Incomplete pass. Not a very well-designed play.
I mean, it looked like the 2 receivers were in the same spot. You can see Michael Terry yelling at the other receiver because that was his turn. That was clearly just some miscommunication there.
They ran the same route.
You have a feeling the injury to Rhett Anderson is starting to bleed over into this offense because he's not the primary focus right now, and they're having to have some other players step up and be in positions that maybe they aren't
now,
in.
Greg. Watch him now.
Here
down
he comes.
Here.
He's hurt.
Coming down here. On the right-hand side is Anderson. 3rd down and goal from the 10. Snaps back. Looking left. Throws it left towards the end zone. Overthrows the receiver. They're going to throw a flag and put interference against Liberty Hill. I looked like it was pretty well defended from our angle, but it's going to end up being an automatic 1st down.
Michael Terry drew the flag there. Maybe they're going to say it's uncatchable. I doubt it. It was very catchable, and Carter Hudson did not have his head turned around, so that's going to draw the flag every single time. Fresh set of downs for the Mules.
At the 1-yard line. 1st and goal from the 1. It's 7 minutes and 19 seconds left to go in this game. Liberty Hill has a 10-point lead, 36-26. Actually, it's at the 2-yard line. They moved it back. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. I think they may pass it. If they run it and don't get it, the clock's going to continue to run. Snaps back. Quarterback's going to run himself, and he's going to be dipped into the end zone. They had him stopped, and he slung him around, and he gets into the end zone. It's a touchdown, Alamo Heights.
Thomas had him wrapped up, and like Tim said, he just kind of whipped him around and put him into the end zone. The Mules are here for a reason, folks, because they can play football too. And we just saw maybe one of their best drives of the season when they had to have it. Their number 1 receiver hurt.
Greg, how important is this extra point? Oh, huge. Snaps back, and the kick is good. Looked rushed, but he kicks it in. We'll take a quick break. Liberty Hill leads 36-33 with 7:13 left to go. You are listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Sports.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away. But they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the Texas University Interscholastic League.
Back here to finish this game up for you guys. Liberty Hill has clinging to a 3-point lead with 7 minutes, 13 seconds left. Alamo Heights just scored a touchdown, kicking off to Liberty Hill. Liberty Hill putting only one guy back, Greg, right now, expecting some type of something they're not expecting. Kick is away. Gavin Salinas is going to catch it at the 10-yard line, run himself, gets down the side of the 20, run out of bounds about the 30-yard line.
Dangerously close to getting another personal foul there are the Mules.
They're going to mark it at the 29-yard line, so Liberty Hill will start this drive at their own 29-yard line.
And credit again, you got to give credit to these Mules to put the pressure back on Liberty Hill, because now Liberty Hill has to perform and hold serve here and do what they need to do. They did throw the flag.
No, offsides. Called offsides though, and they just add it to where the ball was, so now the ball's on the 34-yard line. Pretty good starting field position for the Panthers. They've been moving the ball all night on the Mule defense. Up comes line. Handoff Noah Thomas right inside. Gets to the 40. 39. Good first down play. They're going to mark him down at the 40. He picks up 6 yards on first down, and more importantly, the clock continues to move.
All those summer workouts, all those practices in the heat, the two-a-days, this is what it comes down to right here, this drive right now. Performing when it matters the most.
2nd and 4 from their own 40-yard line, the Panthers. Handoff left-hand side, that is to Andon Thomas, and he drags some guys down. Looks like he's near the first down. They're going to give it to him and move the chains. Ball's on the 44-yard line of Liberty Hill.
Good solid run off the left side by Thomas. Clock keeps clicking. What a ball game you guys got here for this regional final. Panthers and Mules going at it.
Jackson Harrison, the center, comes up to the ball, and now the whole offense is there. Handoff left inside to Pittsford. He gets across the 50. He's in Mule territory, a pickup of 8 yards to the 48-yard line.
Throw the slot tee out the window, Tim. They went power eye off the left side, trying to impose their will on the Mules, and they get a big play on first down off Pittsford. Great block in the front by Andon Thomas. Why not, Tim? Why doesn't he block for his guy? Right. He does everything else. Might as well spring Pittsford for a huge run on first down.
He picked up 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Quarterback Vickers going to keep himself across the 45, across the 40, down to the 36-yard line. They'll call him down at the 37. Enough to move the chains for another Panther first down.
Ball security, so important right now. With the lead, the clock moving, Alamo Heights not really being able to put any kind of pressure on this run game of the Panthers.
First down for the Panthers at the 37-yard line of Alamo Heights. The clock is down to 4 minutes, 40 seconds. Liberty Hill has a 3-point lead. And looks like Liberty Hill is going to call a timeout.
I think the play clock got just down to about 2 seconds, and they decided that they didn't want to have it 1st and 15, so they burned that timeout.
This is the type of drive, Greg, and again, you and I both know that our listeners are typically Liberty Hill fans, right? So when I say this is from a Liberty Hill perspective, okay? This is the type of drive that you look across the line of scrimmage to the other team and you say, do you know who we are? Okay, I'm serious.
It's absolutely right. It's what they do.
Do you know who you are, who we are? And this is, be ready. I'm fixing to smack you in the mouth. Can you stop it?
No passes, no pass play.
No Philly.
No Philly. I'd love to see it if they called the Hilly here, but they won't. Like Tim said, line them up, smash them in the mouth, slot T Mafia style, and just try to grind this one out here.
1st and 10. Handoff left-hand side to Andon Thomas. Picks up 4 yards, and that's what they want to do is just keep grinding this clock down. 4 minutes and 25 seconds and counting. Liberty Hill leads 36-33. Greg, you have 1 timeout left. Liberty Hill does. You don't want to get too close and force yourself to call the timeout again. They didn't get to play in time and cause them to have to call a timeout. So now the play's coming in. Gavin Salinas is bringing the play in. Defensive switch. Now they let him come up to the line of scrimmage. Pitch out right inside to Pittsford. Cuts it back. And nothing doing there. No gain on the carry. Will bring up 3rd down. And this is a huge 3rd down. Now Alamo Heights calls a timeout themselves. They want to save the clock.
They have 3 timeouts. Now there's going to be 2 left. Good timeout by the Mules there to try to conserve some clock.
Hey everybody, don't miss out on the UIL Football State Championship starting Wednesday, December 15th at the AT&T Center in Arlington, Texas. Ticket information and more can be found at uiltexas.org. Hey, I also want to give a big thank you to the Liberty Hill Football Booster Club. We never get to thank them enough. I want to thank the entire crew with the Liberty Hill Booster Club for allowing and wanting us to come do their games each and every week. Again, speaking for Greg and myself and for Merle Bertrand and the Vype family, we appreciate the relationship that we have built. We appreciate the Booster Club wanting us to be their crew. And it's hope that we can continue next week on the next round in the semifinals. Up the line of scrimmage they come, 3rd and 6. And it's a run up the middle. It's going to be a touchdown, Liberty Hill. Andon Thomas scores right up the gut. Touchdown.
Why not? Why not have 10 do it? Off the right side. My goodness. Andon Thomas putting his stamp on this regional final. I'm telling you what, Tim, you said he was a throwback player. But my goodness, folks, you have got to see the way that this kid plays football if you have not seen it live. Both sides of the ball puts Alamo Heights in a huge hole. They are going to have to do a lot to get back into this game. Minix trying to seal it up and put the lead back at 10 after 10 did the work.
Kick is up, and it is good. And Liberty Hill now is back up by 10, 43-33.
Give the Booster Club some love and automatically get a touchdown, Tim. You got to like how that works. Wow, what a play by Andon Thomas. All-State middle linebacker, Andon Thomas. He also runs the ball.
And he deserves all the accolades that he can get, Greg.
Oh, I mean, folks, he's the senior captain on this team, and makes all the calls on the defensive side of the ball. And right in the playoffs, you know, Coach Walker and this coaching staff just try to find a way to get your best player on the field, and that's what's happening. That's what we see, and he just closed it out on this last drive. Just absolutely closed it out. He went untouched for that touchdown, and he burned some more clock there when he got down to the 1 yard line. That is a smart. He
burned the clock as he got to the goal line. If people don't know what we're talking about, he took a left to stay in bounds because no one was chasing him to eat up a couple of more seconds.
Jason Hebner, he was our cameraman at the beginning of the season. He's been in the booth, called a couple games when Tim was out. Jason Hebner said, I think Andon Thomas is either the 5th or 6th ranked student in his class.
Wow.
He's going to go to West Point as well. So, you know, not only is he a great football player, but he's also
kickoff to the right-hand side and
a great student.
Return for about 8 yards, and Alamo Heights will start this drive about their 30-yard line.
So now you got to resettle if you're the defense. Game not over. Have to play to the whistle. Got 3:39 left. Alamo Heights has 2 timeouts. They're down 10. They can score quick, too, and put some pressure back on you. So, yeah, you have to wipe the slate clean here and get back to work.
Defense needs to step up right here. They know they're going to be throwing. They're not going to be running the ball. 3:39 left. Up by 10, 43-33. Sobey takes the snap. Straight draw back. Under pressure. Heavy pressure by LJ. He's got to throw it away. LJ to him, almost untouched.
I think they tried to set up the screen there, and that's why LJ didn't have anybody on him. They let him through so that Sobey could throw that screen. But Aaron Brewer sniffed it out and was all over George Flesher and did not let him sneak out into that, get behind his lineman.
2nd and 10.
Brewer didn't fall for it.
Nope. 3:35 left to go in this game. Liberty Hill up by 10, 43-33. 2 receivers right, 1 to left. Sobey takes a snap. Looking right, looking over the middle, under pressure, running out, down the pocket, throws it across the middle, incomplete pass, no flag on the play, going to bring up 3rd down.
Carlton Trank, great defense there over the top as Sobey stepped up into the pocket, which we haven't seen him, he hasn't been able to do that. He hasn't been able to step up into pressure because of the way that Drake Torno, Hollis Brady, and LJ are coming at him. Carlton Trank makes a defensive play at the point of attack.
3rd and 10. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Sobey takes the snap, straight drop back. Again under pressure, running up into the pocket. Throws it out, it's complete to the right inside. Close to a 1st down, he's going to get it. Gets to the 42-yard line. That's going to move the chains. But more importantly for Liberty Hill, the clock is going to start and keep ticking. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Snaps back, looking right real quick. Complete to Anderson. Run out of bounds about the 48-49-yard line. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in this game. Liberty Hill leads by 10.
Devin Riley almost jumped that route. Just missed it.
1st and 10 for the Mules. Liberty Hill leads 43-33. 3:08 left to go in this game. 2 receivers off to the left. Anderson is the lone receiver off to the right. Snaps back to Sobey. Straight drop back. Has some time. Under pressure. He's going to be sacked in the backfield. Drake Torno gets to him.
Great job by Torno up the middle. Just relentless pressure by this defensive line. Torno wrapped him up. The Mules are going to have to go quick.
3rd down and 12, a loss of 8. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Snaps back. Throws it out in the flat left inside. It's a complete pass to the tight end. He gets some of it back, a pickup of about 7 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down. And it's a timeout for Alamo Heights.
Down 10, 4th down. 6 yards to go for the 1st down. Your season on the line. Who are you going to dial up here?
He's a good, smart quarterback. He's going to find the open guy. Can Liberty Hill get pressure on him?
Quick score update, folks. Texarkana, Texas High 7, Crosby 6.
Wow.
In the 3rd quarter.
That is close. That is a close game.
The winner of this game plays
the winner of that game.
The winner of that game.
Texarkana Texas High is in Texarkana, right at the border of Arkansas. It's a long way away. It may be one of the furthest teams Liberty Hill has ever played in the playoffs.
Lubbock Cooper up 22-0 over Wichita Falls.
Here we go. 4th down and 5 needed. Their ball is on the 47-yard line. This is it for Alamo Heights. 2 receivers right. Snaps back. Sobey steps up. He's under pressure. Throws it downfield. Has a man. Anderson. He's caught. He gets tackled at the 10-yard line. They're still in business. Great catch for Anderson.
Rhett Anderson having himself a ball game. Sobey found him, and he hauled it in. That was a great pitch and catch again.
Wow.
Those two are exciting to watch.
4th down, throwing it down towards the end zone and get it complete. 1st and goal from the 10. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in this game. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. Snaps back. There's a
Got to move
whistles.
a little bit. False start, going to back him up a little bit.
2 minutes left to go. Liberty Hill gets a little breathing room. Exactly 2 minutes left to go in this game. And my wife not even texting me to calm down yet.
No, she's fine with it. Get
Yes.
loose. Get loose, Timmy Dean. Get loose.
Liberty Hill leads by 10, 43-33. A minute and 50 left to go. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. Snaps back. Straight drop back for Sobey. Looking across, looking for Anderson. Under heavy pressure. Flags on the play. Throws it out of bounds. This may be in the area of holding against Alamo Heights.
As Sobey was scrambling, I think somebody tried to protect him and may have gotten a fistful of jersey, and they're going to take him back. You know, the yardage isn't that bad. It's the clock ticking that really is bad for the Mules.
Well, they're going to talk about whatever. There's a flag on the other side, Greg.
Torno's in the...
So, Greg, there's 2 flags on the play.
I see
It's
it.
not the same. Whatever it was, it's 2 different calls.
Could be an offsetting.
And it could be offsetting, and which doesn't hurt Liberty Hill.
Illegal man downfield? Or is he just... That's the ref walking. That's not... He was doing this behind his back.
Let's see what he does. It's against Liberty Hill. Holding against Liberty Hill. Ouch. So it's a hold against Liberty Hill. It's going to be an automatic 1st down.
What a weird location to throw a hold while the quarterback's scrambling up.
Ball's on the 13-yard line. Here we go. A minute 39 left to go in this game. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Sobey, the quarterback, takes the snap, looks right, throws it to Anderson in the end zone, and it's a flag. It's a penalty against Liberty Hill. And it's going to be 1st and goal, probably from the 1-yard line.
Unfortunately for Aiden, trying to cover Rhett Anderson has proved problematic for the Panthers this evening.
From the 2-yard line. Greg, he's probably one of the best receivers we've seen all year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. He is quick. He has great hands.
Runs great routes.
His foot control, once he catches it, he has just been just an absolute bear for these Panthers to try to cover.
Minute 35 left. The ball's 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. Snaps back. Handoff left-hand side. Running back gets in the end zone. George Flesher, touchdown with a minute 30 left to go in this game. We're surely going to see an onside kick after this. The point after attempt, Greg, this is still another big PAT.
It is. Every point matters right now. And the difference between this one going in and not going in is obviously a touchdown or a field goal. So huge PAT here for the Mules.
Snaps back. Almost blocked. The kick is up and good. And now it's a 3-point game, 43-40. With a minute and a half left to go in this game. We will definitely see an onside kick here.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. They only have 1 timeout, do the Mules, so they can't really stop. They can't really stop the clock, so they can't kick it off deep.
No.
This is it. This is what the game.
Onside kick.
This is the game comes down to this right now.
My wife texts me, I'm so nervous. She's listening to the game, and she's so nervous.
Welcome to our world.
Hey, but you know what I want to tell you about my wife? Your wife didn't give you a shout-out tonight.
She said she was going to text in. She's actually at one of my daughter's performances that I'm not able to make tonight.
Listen, we also didn't give Aunt Ginger a pass.
We didn't.
Okay. Several weeks ago, Ginger, we didn't give her a pass, but she made a point to give a shout out before she went to her shindig.
Tonight she got in. Aunt Ginger did.
She did. Here we go. This is the game right here for both for the game. Liberty Hill up by 3, 43-40. Minute and a half left. If Liberty Hill recovers this onside kick, they can milk the clock and finish this game. The whole season comes down to this for Alamo Heights. Will they have a chance? Here comes the onside kick, and it doesn't go the distance of 10 yards. I don't even know why Liberty Hill was gathered around it. Liberty Hill's ball. Coaches are the players. The Panther players were too close to it, but
they didn't like it. They didn't like it at all.
But Greg, I understand why, because if it kept rolling, they needed to be there. So, but didn't go the distance. Liberty Hill gets the ball at the Alamo Heights 48-yard line and should be able to milk and clear out the clock. The fans on the Alamo Heights side have already pushed their buttons to warm up their car.
They're exiting the building as we speak. What a great win by these Panthers.
It's not over, Greg. Not over. Don't do it. Don't you do it.
You just heard me do it.
Liberty Hill's going to call a timeout. I want to make sure, Greg, what is this? What do you think the timeout's for there?
Just to talk about the center to quarterback exchange. You got this timeout. You might as well use it. Make sure that you don't have any false starts. We make sure that the center to quarterback exchange is good. My wife just texted me and gave me a shout out. She said she's listening. 40-43. Thank goodness. She's nervous along with Ernie.
Well, you know, are they? Because if they lose tonight, you and I are home next weekend. Right?
I'll get to my wife will get to go to the company Christmas party and all kinds of stuff.
Are they wanting us out of the house?
The clutch play, the Hendrick Automotive clutch play of the game, and in Thomas on the. We're watching the replay, folks. And in Thomas with the play of the game.
Run right up the middle.
Might as well give it to him again.
And in Thomas, pickup of 4. Going to keep the clock moving, and Alamo Heights is going to call their last timeout. Minute 25 left to go. This timeout, the last one for Alamo Heights. Neither team has a timeout remaining.
Second down and 6. Liberty Hill up 3, and just a fantastic ball game here at Bobcat Stadium for the regional final.
Alamo Heights undefeated on the entire season. Your season's on the line here. Liberty Hill wants to run the clock out. You know, Coach Walker talking to him about hanging on to the ball. Alamo Heights is going to be trying to strip it. Reese Vickers hands off to Andon Thomas, right-hand side, still on his feet. Be about a yard short of the first down to the 39-yard line. Clock is ticking. 1 minute, 10 seconds left to go in this game. Greg, you might get an update on that Crosby Texas High score for us.
We'll probably be off the air by the time that one goes over. Crosby ahead 14-7.
Maybe a rematch. 3rd and 1 for the Panthers. Quarterback push. It's not a sneak. It's just a push, and it's a first down for Liberty Hill, and that is just about going to do it. Vickers is going to be able to take a knee. Actually, they don't even have to run another play, Greg.
29 seconds. That's going to do it.
They don't even have to run a play.
The Liberty Hill Panthers are about to be the Region 4 5A District or Division 2 champions and celebrate here.
Let's
on
hear
Texas
it and
State
count
Field.
it down, Greg, from 10 seconds. Here the Liberty Hill. That's the visitor side on the way the other side. Liberty Hill wins this game and knocks off undefeated Alamo Heights and advances to the state semifinals. More than likely right now looking like a rematch with the Crosby Cougars.
What a game by these Panthers, and what a game by Andon Thomas. On both sides of the ball, he just did it everywhere it counted. Led the defense, great game on offense, huge play on special teams. And these Panthers go on and live to fight another day. Tim, what a ball game.
It was an unbelievable ball game. Alamo Heights scratched and clawed, had the lead, lost the lead, never gave up, kept fighting. And in the end, Liberty Hill comes out victorious and moving on to the state semifinals.
Wow. Big shout out to Merle Bertrand.
Oh my goodness.
Merle, great job back at the mothership. He's updating us with scores, making sure that we sound right, do what we need to do. He just shot in another score here. Lago Vista wins 35-21. So Lago Vista moving on.
And that's a Vype broadcast
Absolutely.
too. Merle, we're working next week. We're working. You're gonna keep us on the payroll.
Here we go. One more. Here we go.
Maybe two. We'll see. Merle, thanks so much for being QA. We enjoyed having you listening to our broadcast, and hope you don't always get to listen to us, but we have fun, and I'm glad you were able to listen to us. We had a blast tonight calling this game. What a great game it was. Come down to the very end. We don't get to call many close games, Greg.
Not like this. Not especially of this magnitude. You just tip your cap to the Alamo Heights team. They played a heck of a ball game. The Panthers just a little bit better tonight, and in my mind, it rests solely on the shoulders of number 10, Andon Thomas there, who just played one of the best ball games I've seen a Liberty Hill football player have, because he's doing it on all sides of the ball. Yeah. So just what a performance by Andon Thomas, Coach Walker, and the rest of the Panthers here tonight.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for our broadcast tonight. I know a lot of you watch it on TV and didn't get to hear Greg and I. We had comments that were sent to us that
we appreciate it. We appreciate
you listening to us, and so thank you very, very, very much.
It's a couple of goofballs.
It is
a couple of goofballs yelling down in Texas State.
Yeah, down here with all these. Down here at Texas State. Hey guys, I got to get on the road here, headed to Houston tonight. Got a wiffle ball tournament I'm going to tomorrow.
Take Whiffy out to Houston.
Take Whiffy out. I got him here in my hand right now, and going to Houston for a wiffle ball tournament. Now I'm playing. I'm just going down there to watch them and hang out with those guys. So anyway, but Liberty Hill wins tonight, advances to the state semis. Keep an eye on social media tomorrow to see where this game will be held. Last we checked, Crosby's winning, and that would be the team that they would play next if Crosby wins. That would be a rematch of last year's monumental, great game last year.
62-61 Crosby over Liberty Hill.
Unbelievable game. So maybe a rematch. So stay tuned. Keep your eye on social media and see where we may be playing next week. I know I will. And Greg and I will be there to call all the action for you guys. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for the Liberty Hill Football Booster Club. Thanks for the UIL for allowing us to be here. And thank you for Merle Bertrand and Vype Sports for allowing Greg and I continue to act like a couple of goofballs. Thank you, everybody, for listening and giving us shout-outs. You are listening and have been listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Sports. We will see you next week.